if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It'll help get it out to more people. What's good, everyone joining in? How's everybody doing today? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You're so late. Oh well, I was I had to film stuff today. I was filming stuff for Jubilee. Everyone, I've got like 2 videos that are gonna be coming out. I'll have lots of clips and videos, and I'm even gonna do a reaction stream to those when I do it. I was I don't know if I could actually. I'm not gonna say which ones I was on. I'm just gonna say it wasn't surrounded. This time it wasn't surrounded. But that was fun. When? It should be coming out within the month. Should be within the month. Within the month. And there's a whole new one I'm going to be on. That's all I'm going to say. Whole new type of mode. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, so that's going to be fun to see drop. But yeah, if you are on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Everyone will help get it out to more people. I have seen some of the latest news, but I've also been driving and getting back. So it's all just like what I've seen throughout the day. There's a few crazy things that have happened throughout the day that are definitely insane that are going to be brought up in the conversations. Looks like some people are saying that the government is reopened already. That's not something I've seen quite yet. I don't know if it has quite yet. I didn't know when their specific vote was for it. We're going to start getting people up here right now, though. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria list on the TikTok screen. Let me let Instagram know. Just happened. Trump just signed it. All right, the government is reopened. So maybe I should... Yeah, I'll keep it that way. Live, everyone. Or I am live. I'll just say that. I am live. All right, let's get everyone in here. We're going to get the debates going right now. Let me just accept some people up here right now. Let's get it going. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We're going to start getting some people up here in a second. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Trump?
No.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 33.
Do you support Trump?
I do, yeah.
And what's your birth year?
92.
Okay, and if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump.
Why do you support Trump?
Probably for a variety of issues, but I mean, probably mostly because of his immigration policy compared to Kamala. I think, under Biden, I didn't really agree with kind of how he approached the border, and really he had an open border policy. Whereas Trump was really strict with the border, and he's done a good job of not allowing illegals into our country.
Okay. Undocumented immigrants. I don't think that undocumented immigrants are harmful to our country. I think that if they have committed a violent crime or bad crime, I think that they should be given a pathway to citizenship where they do not have to leave the country. And I think that would ensure the most amount of people are vetted. By the way, we have a little bit of feedback. Is there a way you could fix that?
Sure. Is that any better?
I still think I hear it. You might need to swipe out and swipe back in real quick.
Okay. How about now?
I think I still kind of hear it. Yeah, you still have an echo, man. Like feedback. Yeah, it's like a little bit of feedback, and I can kind of hear myself.
Let me turn down my volume, maybe.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah,
I think that was
okay.
it.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Okay, cool.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, so I had a question for you. So, like, I saw some YouTube videos about Trump. Like, they were hosting, like, illegal immigrants in hotel rooms in, like, New York City, like, busing them there. And I saw some YouTubers go in and they would interview these people and said the government's paying for them completely to be in these hotel rooms. Like, what do you think about
You're talking about
all
legal
that?
asylum seekers.
Yeah.
Yeah, legal asylum seekers are legal immigrants.
Well, they're
So you have an issue with
asylum. They
legal
haven't been granted
immigration?
it yet.
Wait, so is your issue with legal immigration or is it with illegal immigration?
illegal immigration.
Okay, so then why are you complaining about legal immigrants getting access to benefits that they need?
Well, I mean, anyone can say they're going to be a legal immigrant, right? If they're seeking asylum. So any illegal coming into the country could just be like, I'm seeking asylum. That still makes them an illegal
So then
immigrant.
let's make the or no again no they're still going through a legal channel. If they were determined specifically that they are not authorized, well then they wouldn't be allowed. They, in order to be able to stay in the country, had to go through a credible fear interview.
I don't know if that's true.
It is
Like
true.
if they actually, well, like my understanding was they came across the border immediately, and then because they can't send them back immediately, they have to put them in like hotels and like encampments
No, no,
close to the
no.
border.
So no. So the hotels that you're referencing was in New York in severe weather incidents.
Okay.
That was it.
So do you think
Incidents.
that's a good policy? Like, is that a good use of taxpayer dollars to have illegal
That's state
immigrants into hotels?
that they get to determine that, and they're not illegally in the country. They are going through a legal process of immigration.
I don't agree with that, but that's just a review, I guess.
So you
Because
don't
I
agree with
just
the
think
what?
anyone can claim that. You know, you can claim asylum. That doesn't make you a,
Well, then make the legal process for asylum go quicker.
or just deport illegal immigrants.
Well, again, that has nothing to do with this people going through the asylum process. If they've claimed asylum, then how are you going to restrict them from being in the country? If through the process of deportation, are you going to say you're going to deport people whose asylum claims have not been verified yet? That's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't think I'd. Yeah, I mean, I think you have to. Like, it's just like you're going with someone what they're saying. Like, if you're actually from Mexico or you're born and raised in Mexico and you came across the border and you just say, yeah, I'm seeking asylum for my conditions in Mexico, does that give you a right to be here?
So if you're seeking asylum, you have the right for us to verify your claim. So we have a process specifically that they have to go through, right? Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Where would you like
Well,
people to stay in those situations? If they have a legitimate, invalid asylum claim, where should they stay?
well, I don't think they have a valid claim,
No,
right?
for
Like,
those
I
that
don't think
do,
they should stay anywhere.
because the
They
policies
should
that
be
you're
out of the
advocating
country.
for, because the policies you're advocating for are going to affect those with valid asylum claims. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Push the future encounter. Thank you so much, Lee. Really appreciate it. So if it's going to affect people with valid asylum claims, well, then you want people who have valid asylum claims to be able to be in our country. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want people who have valid asylum claims to be able to be in our country, well, then how do you do that without specifically allowing them to stay in our country?
I think it just goes back to who can get asylum and who can't.
Yeah,
Like
and
I think if
if,
you're
if their
like,
process has not undergone specifically to identify that, well, then how are you going to say that they shouldn't be allowed to stay in the country?
how can you be allowed to say they should be allowed if no process has been done? Like I
Well,
think they should be deported or they should be somewhere in like a detention center, a pending trial. They shouldn't be allowed free into our country.
so what type of detention center are you referencing?
I know just like near the border, they like had certain like people waiting trials or whatever. Was my understanding. It was like they have like places where they would keep them. Um, I think that's a good policy to take. You find people that are illegals, you get them closer to the border, and you give them due process. If they have a legitimate claim, then you let them into our country. But right now, it's kind of go into the country for free, and then you're saying you automatically have asylum, like you're like some independent authority. But that's not how it should be.
Okay, so here's my process. Okay, for those that have not committed violent crimes or bad crimes, they should be given a pathway to citizenship. Okay, if they have not committed a violent crime or bad crime and they're already in the country undocumented, asylum seekers that are
Okay.
coming to our country, yeah, if they have not committed a violent crime or bad crime, should they be getting benefits? Absolutely. Right? Why? Because I think that they should be considered a citizen. I think that they should be able to have a pathway to citizenship. Right? I think they should be able to legally stay in this country. I don't think that their presence here is bad.
But you could see
Why
why
is it
people
bad?
would say you could see why people would say no to that, right? Like they shouldn't be allowed in this country.
No. Why,
Right?
why do you say so? Can you fix your
Because
feedback?
so if
It's
they're
kinda
if they're
bad.
not, even if they're not, like, so one thing, could you agree that anyone who's done a violent crime that isn't illegal, should they be deported?
Yeah, I already told you people have committed violent crimes. You have feedback, man. I hear myself.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, yeah. So people have committed violent crimes and bad crimes. Yes, they should be deported on the condition that they're going to be put in a prison in another country. Of course.
Okay. Now, and for legal people, um, just because they're here, I don't think that gives them the right to be here. Even if they're legal and they haven't done anything, it's illegal to be here.
Even if they're illegally here?
Well, no, if they're legally here, that's one. If they have a U.S. citizenship, that's fine. But if they're illegally here, even if they're like a good person, maybe they shouldn't be the first people to go. But I think eventually, you have to deal with those cases.
If they
and then
committed
maybe
a violent
when
crime or bad, okay, answer this question. If someone's come to our country, thank you for the Viking Hammer. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If someone's come to our country and they haven't committed a violent crime or bad crime, what is the issue with them being in our country?
the
Like,
issue
how
is
is that a
they're
threat
taking
to
away
you?
from
How is it
services
harming
that
you?
should go to American citizens.
You think it should go to American citizens? What should go to American citizens?
Like SNAP benefits, food stamps, healthcare.
We're going to have a
other
greater ability
programs.
we're going to have a greater ability to provide these programs if we have more tax revenue and a larger GDP.
How are we getting tax revenue from people who really aren't
Providing
providing
a pathway
any
to
value
citizenship. If they're illegally in the country, they are providing value and they are absolutely providing tax revenue. What are
I
you
don't know.
talking
No,
about?
that's an opinion if they're providing value or not. They could be.
What do you mean
like
that's
their
an
conditions
opinion?
in Mexico may be
I'm
so
sorry.
bad
I'm
that
sorry. Are
just
you
being
okay?
here-
Are you okay? What do you mean that's an opinion? No, I have data to indicate this to be true. I can send you a study from the National Bureau of Economic Research that indicates upward pressure on wages specifically from immigration that we've seen. What are you talking about? Unmute your mic, man.
Sorry. No, it, like, I don't believe that illegal immigrants are more like employed than American citizens or doing more to benefit our country, especially since they can't really get a job without a citizenship, right? Most of their job is going to come from under the table work.
Well, so that is a job, but like in that context, again, I'm saying that they should be given a pathway to citizenship, meaning that they're going to be providing more tax revenues. It costs more money to
Right.
deport them, to
Now,
detain them.
and I'm saying they shouldn't just automatically be given a pathway for citizenship. I think if they
Why
have a
not?
valid claim, they can.
If they haven't
Because
committed
I
a
don't think
violent
that's
crime,
a
wait,
given right if you come
if
into this country illegally.
Okay, no, if someone specifically has not committed a violent crime or bad crime, how are they harming the country?
Say that again.
If someone has not committed a violent crime or bad crime, how are they harming the country by coming here?
I just answered that because they're taking away from services that it should go to.
They're not, though.
Americans.
If they specifically come to our country and they are legally engaging in the country, right, under my process in my system, they grow the tax base, right? How much tax revenue we have in order to be able to pay for these systems.
When they go to hospitals and when they get injuries, are they paying for that
everyone
themselves?
gets an injury. Do you think you're a net loss on our system?
I don't know.
You don't know? Jesus Christ.
But
dude.
like no.
Would you? Okay, so if you don't know, then would you limit yourself from coming into our country if you could? You probably would.
All I'm saying is there's no way they provide a positive impact to our GDP by being in the country when they're using our services and they really aren't
Like everyone else?
building anything for us.
What do you mean not building anything? Like legal immigrants and undocumented immigrants have a higher labor force participation rate than natural-born U.S. citizens. What do you mean?
How much higher?
I'd have to check specifically again. It's by multiple percentage points.
But none of
Push
that
the red
is
carpet, thank you.
none of that is legal work, right? It's like it's not documented like a normal job would be under a W-2. Right, but this work is just under the table. You're getting like $20 at the end of or $100 at the end of the day, kind of work.
What are you not understanding? If someone is given a legal pathway to citizenship, they will have legally recognized work, meaning they're going to be paying taxes into our system. So this idea of they're going to be, oh, they're going to be getting services. Well, for every person that exists, technically they're going to be providing more into the system than they're going to be taking from it. That's how our economy functions. Right? So why are they any different? Like all the evidence that I've seen, and again, I just told you a study from the National Bureau of Economic Research that indicates it has an increase on wages, increase in GDP, and even an increase in employment rate for people that have already been in the country.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the study. I'll look it up, but just like from a rational perspective, it just doesn't seem to me like they would provide benefit over an average American citizen. It just doesn't. It doesn't seem like they have the opportunities
because, let me
to
tell you
provide
why.
that benefit.
Because our country is becoming progressively older. Because a greater proportion of our population is older on things like Social Security and Medicare for a longer period of time because of increasing life expectancy. So if we want to be able to pay for these things, right, then we have to have more younger people who are working in the system because we've had a lower fertility rate than replacement rate. So it is the case that we're going to have a reducing population according to the Congressional Budget Office by 2050. A lot of people have this idea that we're going to have overpopulation. Actually, we're going to have underpopulation because of the fact that we won't be able to produce enough children to be able to replace the existing population, right? So inevitably,
and so you
it's
think
going to lead to a circumstance where
that hole?
I think legal immigrants are going to do so. I don't know why you keep saying undocumented when I'm saying that they should be provided a legal pathway. You have a response to that?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't agree. Like, I think I get you're stressing like, okay, they have a legal pathway, but I think beyond that, we just don't agree on the basic point that if you come into this country, you shouldn't automatically have a legal pathway. You should be caught by the police and gone back to the country you came from.
Purse of the Galaxy. Okay, again, you keep saying that. Why? Do you think every law should be enforced?
Yes, every law.
Yes.
Should be
Okay.
enforced.
So that you're currently on an app that's illegal. Okay.
How is
this
it
app is
illegal?
illegal. It's currently banned by the government. It's just not being enforced by the Trump administration.
I don't know. I don't know if it's banned or not.
It is. It is literally banned.
By who? The government has
Yes.
banned this app?
Congress passed a bill that banned TikTok.
Okay. So, what's your point?
So this app is illegal. You're using it, and the Trump administration is just not enforcing it to be illegal. Okay? That's an example of one. Secondly, do you think in all instances jaywalking should be illegal? Even if it's not a threat to someone's safety or security?
I mean, if it's not a threat, then you should be able to do it, right?
Oh, okay. So if it's not a threat to the safety and security, then you should be able to do it. So undocumented
Yeah.
immigrants come into our country that have not committed a violent crime or bad crime are not a threat to our safety and security, right?
No, I think they are a threat to
How?
to their impact on our systems and
In what way?
the uses on public transport, on food, on feeding themselves. They're an impact that, at the end of the day, stuff like that increases inflation. So I think if you have less people, you're going to have less inflation.
I'm sorry. That was just really stupid. Okay. There's no evidence indicating that immigration increases inflation. Do you think legal immigration increases inflation?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, if you have more people,
No, answer the question.
well,
do you
okay,
think
maybe
legal
not,
immigration
because
do you answer the question? Do you think legal immigration causes inflation?
no.
Okay, then if you give a pathway to citizenship to anyone who's in the country undocumented, then wouldn't that get rid of the idea that it's going to lead to inflation? I don't even know how that would lead to inflation specifically for undocumented immigrants being brought to our country. If anything, it would decrease costs of things. I don't know how it would lead to inflation. That's obviously an absurd standpoint right there. But let's throw that away real quick. Legal immigrants, you don't think they cause inflation. So if you give them a legal pathway to citizenship, it seems like the issue goes away. So under my system, that issue is not present.
I mean, it goes back to our first point of just you shouldn't be allowed to be here if just because you are here, just because you came. I don't understand how you could justify having people that say, okay, I just want to be American now. Does that give you asylum? Apparently, it gives you the ability to be in our country, and I don't think that should be the case.
I think if people want to go and immigrate to our country, they should have a quick legal process of doing so. Our current process takes way too fucking long.
I agree with that, and I also think that like the people immigrating to our country should provide value. And you quoted one study, maybe you're accurate, but I think maybe
do you have any study indicating more value? Do you have any study indicating immigrants are not valuable?
I don't have any study, but I've seen.
So you just
watch YouTube videos.
You just watch YouTube, yeah. Well,
yeah. I mean, I just don't see how someone from Mexico who can barely speak English would be able to really.
I don't know why you're assuming only people coming to our country are from Mexico and can't speak English. Wait, why are you assuming only people coming to our country are specifically from Mexico and can't speak English? You're just a disgusting fucking bigot. That's what you are, right? You have an issue with people who are Mexican in your country.
They're mostly coming from the Mexico border, right?
That doesn't necessarily mean they're Mexican, right? But I just want to
I'm
address the fact that
they're necessarily.
Wait. I just want to address the fact that do you have an issue with that? Say they're Mexican and they don't know English. What's the issue with that? What's the issue with that? Are you saying they're not valuable or they're not productive because of that?
No, I don't think.
So then what's your argument, buddy?
But I think maybe because of their means growing up, in their country. I honestly don't think, compared to an American citizen, I think an American citizen, at the end of the day, when they're 30 or 40 years old, can provide more value than someone, coming across the border illegally. And I'm sure there's cases where those people are going to rise up. But
so what connotation are you referencing? Can you give me a specific?
I'm just talking in generalities.
Give me
honestly.
a specific. Yeah, so give me a specific in general. Like that would be applicable to the generality.
Like a 20-year-old in a typical suburban American community versus a 20-year-old, let's say he's Mexican in Mexico.
So what makes you think this?
Based off of the education systems in Mexico and the education systems
that you guys want to defund in the United States. And by the way, so you understand that like our education system here is dog shit, right? So you're saying because people are so you're saying because people are coming from a country in which they have less access to education, you want to restrict them from coming to our country?
I wouldn't want them coming here like freely. I would restrict them, but I would allow.
But would you give them a quick legal pathway? Are you saying they shouldn't be allowed to come into our country just because they're coming from a country that has less education?
I think they should be allowed to come into the country, but I think they shouldn't be coming freely in. Like,
well, I don't know what you mean by freely in. No one's advocating for no border, right? We still want a border. We just want a quick legal pathway for people to get into our country. And just because someone comes from a country specifically that has just because someone comes from a country that's comes from a country that has less educational access, right, does not mean that they should be restricted from our country. And I just want to let you know, the United States education is absolute dog shit. I mean, it's absolutely atrocious, okay? The fact that we have so many millions of people that voted for Donald Trump with absolutely no basis in reason is absolutely instructive of that, okay? So we have no fucking room here to say Americans are so educated, everyone else is not educated, and people, if they're not educated, should not be allowed to come here, right? That's ridiculous. Like, that's obviously absurd, right? We don't have great education here, so unless we actually make our education good, you can't say that stupid shit.
I mean, I still think that would you rather go to school in Mexico or the U.S.? I still think, compared to Mexico, our systems are greatly better.
I'm not familiar with how much or what Mexico's system is ranked as.
I'm sure it's not higher.
Would you rather go to school in a area that really funds their school system or an area that doesn't fund their school system?
Probably one that really funds their school system.
Okay. So then you would prefer Democratic areas to Republican areas?
If I'm going to school, public school, probably.
So you wouldn't send your kid to an area that's controlled by Republicans? That's interesting. Interesting that it works that way, that you wouldn't send your children to an area controlled by Republicans. Interesting there. That's such an unfortunate take.
Are you saying that all Democratic area school districts or areas
I'm saying that you
in
think
general
Democratic
run
areas are
better than
preferable for.
Republican? I'm sure I can
You
point
think
to a
Democratic
number of
areas are
examples where
preferable
that's
for
not the
education?
case.
You think Democratic areas are preferable for education because they fund their education systems better? Because guess what?
Well,
Republicans
no,
don't want to fund
honestly,
your
you know
shit.
what I would do? I would probably be in a Republican area, but I would go to a private school or some independent school that's not funded by our government, or at least not outright funded by our government. I think the education system there is
something that
probably better
benefits
than-
from Democrats getting the funding passed through because Republicans don't want to fund education. They actually, Trump wanted to abolish the Department of Education, so make us even stupider than we already are.
Right, but wouldn't abolishing the Department of Education just place the onus on the states, and then in theory, we would,
and
instead
red
of
states,
one-
and guess what? Red states
Yeah.
are going to get fucking destroyed. Okay, in California, we'll be fine, but if the people who live in Iowa, where I grew up, atrocious funding. You think the state of Iowa is going to be like giving a bunch of funding for that comparative to like proportionally in terms of what California gives? Red states
Right,
don't
but
have
does
the
Iowa need the
red states
funding?
don't have the capacity to do so because they rely on the funding coming from states like California and New York that pay more into the system than they get from it.
Yeah, but think the education in New York and California needs to be better than somewhere like Iowa or Nebraska. Wouldn't you agree? Like jobs out there, it's mostly farming and
What?
labor-intensive jobs. Yeah,
It's not mostly farming. What are you talking about? You think
I don't know.
Iowa,
I'm just
most
talking
jobs
just
in Iowa are
Midwest,
farming?
General West.
I mean, there's a lot of farmland, but there's less people like in those areas. So proportionally, there are more people in the cities. They still have normal jobs, like in Iowa. Like
Right, but I think proportionally, there's going to be more. There's going to be more blue collar jobs than white collar jobs compared to California and New York City.
so you're gonna say people are paid more in California and New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah. So, if Iowa or Nebraska doesn't fund their education as much, and those kids are getting less education, I think it's right because there's
Red states, they have low GDP. They have low GDP. They have horrible education. They have
Right.
And
Well,
let's
like,
make
why
it
should
even worse.
everyone-
You know what? Let's make this disparity even worse. Maybe more people will vote for Republicans because they'll be even more stupid.
I don't know.
Genuinely.
Like people have different needs, right? Not everyone needs the same education, right?
No, I think this country needs more education. I think this country needs like the idea of excellence that we like literally were taught that we actually upheld, which we don't at all. We think we were literally taught we're so great, we're greater than you've ever seen before. I promise you that. And you know what? That's not the case in plenty of aspects. I mean, we're number one in like prison population per capita, right? But like, what do we rank in economic freedom or human freedom, or what do we rank in healthcare access or education access? We're fucking absolutely atrocious. We're falling behind. So we should actually have that excellence. How do we have that excellence? What? By investing into our communities, our average people, instead of allowing for fucking trillionaires like Elon Musk to have all the money, right? You understand that, right? Like we care more about specifically people getting access to their basic needs than Elon Musk being able to get his $1 trillion, right? Increase Elon
but
Musk's
do you know what
taxes,
Elon needs
right?
to get that $1 trillion? He needs the incentives that he needs to actually create for him to get that pay package is putting like 300,000 Optimus robots, putting like 1 million self-driving cars. So
You mean
he
claims?
is going to provide
claims?
value.
He never upholds his claims. Didn't they say about like 2025 they were going to be on Mars or some shit?
Yeah, but no, you're saying like we just gave him $1 trillion, right?
Yeah,
I'm
they're going to
saying,
be
like,
on Mars
his
here very
pay
soon.
pack-
Mars is coming. Mars 2025 coming soon. We're here in 2025. Are we there yet? Are we there
Elon's
yet?
providing a net benefit to the world through what he's doing.
Elon Musk
sure.
is providing a net benefit. So you like immigrants coming to our country?
Yeah, legally. He came here legally. He's fine.
Oh, so you like legal immigration now? So we should increase legal immigration. More Elon Musks. More Elon Musk.
Yeah, I would definitely love more Elon Musks. I wouldn't
Okay,
love.
okay. So let's increase immigration, right?
I don't know if we need to increase it. We just need to be
Oh,
selective
so
about it.
less Elon Musks.
No, selective Elon Musks.
What do you mean selective Elon Musks? What do you mean?
I did like a vetting process for immigration. Like bring people who
Yeah,
actually
vetting.
have
Oh my
solid
God, isn't
talents
that what I
into our
just
country.
advocated for? Didn't I just advocate for a quick legal immigration process?
Yeah, and I agree with you on that.
Wait, wait! Elon Musk worked illegally in this country, and he gets a pass. I didn't even know this point. That's crazy, bro.
How did he come here illegally?
He worked illegally in the United States? No way. Yo, dude. He wants more Elon Musk, so he wants more undocumented immigrants into the country. Let's go. We got him, folks. We got him. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like he supports an undocumented immigrant coming into our country. How dare he? Dude, are you kidding me? You are stunned. You don't even know what to say.
I mean, I'm like, you're just not really making sense, honestly.
I'm not making sense. Elon Musk, the guy you support coming into our country and getting $1 trillion. So much money you've never seen before. Yeah, that guy worked illegally in our country.
How? Where did he work illegally? How was it illegal?
Yeah, I have an article here from Forbes, and we're going to have Matt explain it right now.
Hello.
Go ahead.
So he violated his visa by when he came in. He lacked permission to work when he founded one of his companies with his brother, and his brother basically when he left the country, he admitted that he came in as an undocumented person because he faked his records. So I think Elon got special treatment precisely because of the fact that like, he was very successful. But now we know that the way he came in was like, we would say that like he violated the law, which is a reason, by the way, that like we can take away his like nationalization. So like technically he lied on a lot of things, which is why we can like take away something like that. So you should be anti-Elon because he violated our laws.
Wait, we could unironically denaturalize.
Yeah,
Elon?
because the only way that you can denaturalize somebody is if they lied when they lied on like the paperwork and stuff.
Yeah, wait. Trump supporters must support deporting Elon Musk then. Do you support deporting Elon?
No.
Okay, wait. So
Why?
you don't want to deport undocumented immigrants or people that came into our country undocumented?
I don't know. I don't know all the facts. Like,
No. Let me ask you though. Let's say that what I'm saying is true. Let's assume that, okay? If that's assumed and he actually did violate the law, he lied and he violated his visa, why should we not like send him back to just like South Africa? Like why not?
So I think even if that's the case and it's proven correct in a court of law, honestly, I think he should get a presidential pardon from Donald Trump because
Why?
He's provided so much positive value to America that he would deserve it, right?
Wait, so hold
and
on.
I think if another illegal person can provide the same, then they can get that too.
Wait, hold on. So why is it that the undocumented migrant who has been here for 10 years, who has labored to like provide us the like food,
Right.
they like work in the factory, all those things, why is that less than what Elon has done? Because under your like idea, he came in as a undocumented immigrant. He lied about that. He violated all laws. Why can't you apply that same logic to Elon Musk?
Dude.
I just don't see the difference.
Oh my God, new argument unlocked, bro. How the fuck did I not know this, bro? New argument unlocked. Holy shit. Holy fuck, dude. This is a fucking banger. You literally have to argue this. You have to argue deport him or you literally contradict yourself. He should get a presidential pardon. No, every undocumented immigrant in the country who has not committed a violent crime or bad crime should get a presidential pardon because they're a very obvious benefit to our system. Okay? And if they're a benefit to our system, right, then we should clearly give them a presidential pardon, right?
Well, they're not a very like Elon's definitely a very obvious benefit for what he's done in the companies he's created.
Well, actually, I don't know.
I don't want to
Like,
argue otherwise.
Yeah, no, like actually from like my perspective, he's been a huge like detriment to the society. Like, would I be president, I would start the denationalization process almost immediately because under my opinion, he's a bad guy. Right, that's the problem with our system. Right, you're seeing the problem because once you're faced with a person who you like, who did something illegal, all of a sudden those rules don't matter.
Dude, actually, that's actually crazy. You know, a Democratic president could literally run on deporting Elon and denaturalizing him, and he'd probably get he or she would probably get a lot of support, like genuinely.
Yeah.
Like that's actually fucking hilarious. I didn't even know this. That's crazy. That's so fucking funny. That's fucking hilarious. What are you gonna say?
I don't know why I like didn't bring that up in the past because I knew about it, but it kind of slipped my mind. But when he mentioned Elon Musk, I was like, oh yeah, obviously, like this is like 2002 or 3. It was a long time ago, but he still violated all laws. But no one cares about it because they think that he's doing a great job. But he still violated all laws.
Dude, you're cooked. What do you even say as a Trump supporter at this point? Do you say deport Elon Musk? I'm actually going to start getting people to concede to that. Dude. Do you have a response now?
I just what I said, presidential pardon. He's provided so much value that like I would if they did a poll on X, I think we should listen to the result of whether
if they did a poll on X, dude. You did not just say that. The company owned by fucking Elon Musk, dude.
No, but like, let's drill down here. Why are you being like a hypocrite though? Because you argue so strenuously that when you violate our laws and you come in as an undocumented person, you should be sent back. But the moment that I bring up the fact that like the one guy that you like did that exact same thing, you like change your tune.
Right, because he's provided.
Because so when you like what they do, all of a sudden they get a pass. What happened to like law and order? We have laws. We can't violate those laws, right? Why are you letting him violate our laws?
Because of what he's done and what he's accomplished.
So
other people can't prove that.
So you're not law and order then?
No, I am, but
obviously you're not because you let Elon Musk violate our laws. So obviously you're not law and order because you make exemptions for people.
God damn it, dude. That would have been the perfect argument to run today. Holy shit,
I know,
man.
I'm sorry.
Holy shit, why did I have to learn it right after, dude? Literally, I've been online for 40 minutes, dude. Come on, man. Come on, dude. That would have been so funny. Oh my god, dude. It's such a banger argument, dude.
It is good. I know. I just remembered it too, like as you guys were talking, and I knew about it for a while, but I just remembered it because no one really talks about it because we give him a pass for some reason when we shouldn't give him a pass. Because if you believe that when you're a migrant and if you violate our laws, no matter how small, you should be sent back, then you have to apply that to Elon Musk too.
Dude, how did I not know this, bro? There's so many people like, I've heard this. Like, I'm like, bro, dude, it's just me. Apparently, it's just me. Dude, apparently Biden said it too, and I'm like, bro, okay, well, that maybe maybe
this is the thing that's known about it, and no one just talks about it.
Maybe it's literally just me, I guess. Alrighty, I mean, is there anything else you have to say, Condor?
No, I think that's it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, what do you say in that?
Yeah, like what do you say? Like not only is it like a hypocrite, but like there's like nothing that you can say. I will drop, but just let me say one more thing. I do want to point out that I do think a portion of the right who like doesn't want to send him out does it also because he's white. And I say that because right now they have greatly restricted the amount of people who come in under claims of asylum, but they haven't done it for white South Africans. And they have said explicitly that they will not let those who are white South Africans be excluded. So there is like a white racial element here, and that is important to like point out. But that's it. All right, thanks for having me up, Parker.
Appreciate you coming up.
Yeah. Bye. Bye, chat.
Bye bye. L, thank you so much for the $3. Hi to your boyfriend Hunter. All right, I think I'm actually fully caught up on Venmo. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm wrong. Edward, thank you so much for the $10 as well. Kaylee, thank you so much for really pushing the $10. Lucas, for the $5. Thank you. Lexi, thank you so much for really pushing the $10 as well. Thank you. Noel, thank you for the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Wow. I can't believe I didn't know that. Kai, thank you for the $3 as well. Thank you. That's great. That's amazing. And then Chico, thank you so much. I really appreciate the dollar as well. All right, let's get to the next person real quick, and then I'm gonna get someone. I'm then gonna catch up on YouTube. I mean, let's get the next person up here real quick. Only do send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Billy Jane, thank you so much for the $10 as well on PayPal. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry. You're good. Don't worry. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Why is my nose itchy? I've literally been in front of lights like the whole day. I've been busy since 9 a.m. Actually, 7 a.m. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Do you support Trump?
In a way, yes. I voted for him last election.
And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump.
Like if you could go back right now with the knowledge that you have right now?
Yes.
Okay, so then why do you support Trump?
I mean, I think there's a few different reasons. I think if you look back on the election right now, I think Democrats can make an argument about the economy, illegal immigration, and things that have gone wrong in Trump's administration that I think would have been tough for anyone. But if you have a specific reason or something like a topic you're confident in debating, I'd be happy to show my stance in that.
For sure. Would you want to deport Elon Musk?
Yeah. I mean, if he falls into the same criteria as the rest of illegal immigrants, then I think you deport him along with the rest of them.
So denaturalize Elon Musk, get him the fuck out of the country, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think there would be something to look into him being a citizen already, but I don't know the laws in that.
Yeah,
but
so yeah, like he came into the country undocumented, you'd be okay with denaturalizing him and getting the fuck out, right?
if that's the law, I don't think you can make an exception.
Okay, alrighty. Yeah, deport Elon Musk. You heard it here first, folks. MAGA wants now to deport Elon Musk. Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Okay, all right,
I'm just not going to argue for keeping him because I
yeah,
know
you
that
shouldn't. You shouldn't get him the fuck out of the country, right? All
yeah.
right,
So
okay,
I guess I would ask you then, with like the current Democrat state and illegal immigration and housing prices, especially in bigger cities where illegal immigrants are going, if we
Such
made
as?
the New York City, LA,
so that has nothing to do with undocumented immigrants.
it could also have to do with more people going to those areas for more opportunity.
Yeah, that's because the people want to live in those areas. Those are the big cities that already existed as big cities.
Correct. But with housing prices, apartment rental prices, I'm all for immigration. But I think you have to look at, if we keep allowing more and more people to come into this country, how can we ever figure out the housing?
Okay, so if you're talking about housing, I don't think that immigrants coming to our country is harmful to housing at the extent of immigration that we're doing right now. Could there be a point of an extent of immigration that particularly could lead to that? Well, that's obviously possible, right? Given that it would affect short term, but in the long term, that wouldn't be true because of the fact that it would add supply. But in the short term, it could possibly be true in big cities that specifically wouldn't be able to build housing in places where people want to live to accommodate for the amount of people coming into the country. But that's the only set of circumstances in the short term in which that would be applicable. That's not typically the case. The level of immigration that we have right now is not specifically what's causing housing prices to go up. That has to do with other sorts of factors, specifically like greedy landlords, specifically in terms of trying to increase their particular profits. We can point to the fact that there are corporations that specifically buy up a bunch of different rental properties, right, and decrease the supply. We can talk about Airbnb and how that specifically leads to a reduction in the level of supply of houses that are specifically open for people who want to live. It's the same type of thing as like renting specifically in terms of housing. There's also issues in terms of building in places where people want to live. I mean, so there's plenty of things I can point to. But
I 100% agree, like with all that you just said. And to be honest with you, I think, like, I would consider myself a strong Republican, but I think if someone like me and someone like you sat down, we would be able to agree on a lot more than what TikTok comments, Twitter comments, Facebook comments would say. Like, 100%. What you just said is all true. I was just trying to bring a perspective of a possible scenario where immigration, legal or illegal, could result in higher housing prices. But if it was at a steady rate, an easier process, I think immigration in a legal way where people can get it done in a month or less, I mean, I think that would be a win-win.
Okay. Can you name one way in which undocumented immigrants come into our country who have not committed a violent crime or bad crime harm our system overall?
Overall, no, but I think that if you're coming in, you can't just say we can't keep them all, because there are people who have committed violent crimes. And
yeah, I
once
agree.
you have,
if someone has committed a violent crime or bad crime, they should not be specifically let into our country and they should be deported. Like, for example, if someone has been held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman, they should not be allowed to enter our country, right?
correct.
Okay, so but they should be allowed to be president of the United States.
You could say the same thing about Hillary Clinton.
She wasn't held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman. What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if people wanted to dig stuff up, they probably could accuse her of 20 plus murders.
What are you talking about, dude? Dude, okay,
so
we're not even talking about Hillary Clinton was 2016, bro. What are you talking about? Can we talk about Kamala Harris?
She was a presidential nominee.
In 2016.
Yes, I understand that.
About 10 years ago.
True. Also against Donald Trump, who is now the president. If she would have won, she would have been the president. And, I mean, no one wants to talk about it. But, I mean, there's been countless firsthand eyewitnesses, not eyewitnesses, I guess, but witnesses that have said things out about Hillary Clinton.
And this is comparable to Donald Trump being held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman in what way?
Makes neither one right. They're both wrong.
Donald Trump's been held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman. Hillary Clinton had some emails! Like, what, dude? What is your argument? Seriously, genuinely.
Would you rather be sexually assaulted or killed?
What?
I mean, that's a question.
This is a crazy thing for you to say. I'm sorry. That's a disgusting thing for you to say. I'm sorry. One, right, Trump has literally murdered people off the coast of Venezuela, specifically with no evidence that they had drugs, right, given to Congress at all. He's murdered people himself as well. So not only has Donald Trump sexually abused a woman, but he's also murdered people.
The reference towards Venezuela, I'm not going to say whether it's right or wrong because I don't have all the facts there.
Okay, so you're totally indifferent on murdering people. Okay.
No, Rachel, I did not say that. I mean, if you just let me talk for 10 seconds and then you can rebuttal.
Go ahead.
Whether it was his decision, the United States military, obviously Donald Trump is the head of the military, but I'm not going to say it was right to kill those people, presuming they were bringing drugs into the United States.
There's no evidence that they were bringing drugs into our country. And even if they were, right, provide specifically a reason why we would just murder them rather than detaining them once they got into U.S. waters. They were still in international waters, by the way. They weren't even in U.S. waters.
I agree. And like, as someone who voted for Trump, I'm not going to stand here and defend everything that he does, because I think anyone that tries to defend every single thing of someone they voted for, I mean, you're going to get to a point where everyone isn't perfect. And I'm obviously saying Donald Trump is far from perfect, as any other president of the United States has ever been. So I'm not going to say, he's never done something wrong. So I don't have all the facts there. Was it wrong? Maybe.
Okay.
Was it right? Maybe.
Saying
I
he's
don't
not
know.
perfect is such an understatement I can't even fathom.
I mean,
Let me say
you're
thank you to a few
very
people, and
true.
then we'll move on with this real quick. I have a few people to thank. Josh, by the way, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think that was true. I think you are right with that, Josh. Vanessa, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ellie, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Jennifer with the $5. Josh again with the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. BC with the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for BC in the comment section right now for the $50 on YouTube Super Chat? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. W's in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Josh, thank you for the $2. I really appreciate it. Tilo, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Dean Parker, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Some dude, thank you for the $10. Rich, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2. Josh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Robin, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you. Josh for the $5. Sylvie, thank you for the $5. Lucians, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10. Thank you. As well as Noel, thank you for the $2. I really appreciate it. Reese with the $5. Thank you so much. As well as Marcella, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I'll have to see that. That's gonna be the perfect thing to show people. And then Zane, thank you for the $5 as well. All right, go ahead and continue.
I don't even know where we were. We were talking about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and Venezuela.
Yeah, so not only has Trump specifically been held civilly liable of sexually abusing women, but he's also murdered people. So your whole point there of trying to distract specifically away from me bringing up something about Donald Trump in terms of what he's doing wrong by trying to bring up Hillary Clinton does not even justify your own point.
The only point I was trying to make is if you wanted to dig up dirt on any politician, you could successfully do so.
Can you give me any dirt on Kamala Harris specifically that would indicate that she was worse than someone who was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman, who incited a violent insurrection at the Capitol and pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers and called them patriots, who said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years, who bragged about walking in the changing rooms of naked women while they're changing without their consent, where an 18-year-old came out, said there were 4 girls as young as 15 years old in these changing rooms where Donald Trump would barge in?
I had an entire party and the best lawyers in the world, I'm sure they could dig something up if all they were trying to do is find something. And obviously they found a ton on Trump. Like, what I'm trying to say is the Democratic Party wanted to do everything they could not to elect Trump, which, I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong to do. You're trying to win, so you have to respect doing everything you can to win. But what Trump is accused, convicted, however you want to say it of, I'm not going to say it didn't happen. I'm not going to say it did happen. I don't know. But, like, all I'm trying to say is if you wanted to dig up dirt on any politician and you had the best lawyers in the world, the best research team in the world, there are things on the internet you can find people to witness, find people to give testimonies on, that you can make claims on anything.
Okay, so
And I'm sure some
we're
of it's
not just
true.
making claims on anything. We're giving a civil case with a unanimous decision of 9 people and
Okay,
a jury.
sure, yes.
There's 26
And-
different women that have accused Donald Trump of sexual misconduct. If you want me to reference that, we can. Do you think that all of them are lying?
No, I don't.
Okay, so one of them at least is telling the truth. So why do you support a guy that's done that?
I support Donald Trump in the political realm, not as a person. So I'm not going to defend him as a person.
So you support him even though that's true?
I think that if you're trying to find someone to run the country, everyone has their flaws, and you have to look, not that you should look past.
This isn't
moral
just
and
like an
personal.
everyone has these flaws type of moment. He
I-
was held
I-
civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman. He incited a violent insurrection at the Capitol and pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers, and he called them patriots. He said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. He bragged about walking into the
Okay, you
changing
said
rooms
all
of
this.
naked women while they're changing
You
without their
said all
consent.
this.
And yet you still didn't fucking acknowledge that it was wrong. Listen to what I'm saying. There's no way
I
you
did
can
say it
hear
was
what I
wrong.
just said about the guy, and you just
I said it
overlook
was
it. And
wrong.
you're
I
like,
said
you
I'm
know
not
what?
gonna, I'm
You
not
know
going
what?
to defend
I
him as
could
a person
still
anymore.
support him even though I hear that. You know, actually, like genuinely, how do you defend that?
I said I don't defend him morally or personally. I voted for him strictly based on political view.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, your morals and your personal views aren't related to your personal moral views on politics.
Donald Trump's political view aligns closer to my political view than Kamala Harris, putting
Kamala.
personal
How?
and moral. How?
Yeah. So the rapist aligns more with you. Okay, how so?
Dude, I literally just said politically, not morally or personally.
Okay. So how does he align more with you? The guy who tried to overturn the election.
I mean, there's a lot that's come out on January 6th. I don't think that we want to get into that. But
Yeah, actually, there was FBI on that day. Is that what you're gonna say?
no, I mean, Donald Trump stood there and asked people not to do it. There were congressmen, senators there, Democrat or Republican, I'm not sure. Probably some of both, if I had to guess, that are encouraging people.
Democrats invaded the Capitol on January 6th. It wasn't Republicans.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that some of the people that did are also the same people that have been photographed at other protests that you could then
Like who?
put the pieces together. George Floyd protest in Minnesota.
No,
There's
who
pictures.
specifically was there?
Like, are you asking me to name protesters?
Yeah, like you're saying that someone was at both. How do you know?
Pictures.
Unless you know their name.
I don't know their name. I've seen pictures, though.
So I'd like to see the picture. So Donald Trump pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers, and he called them patriots. How is that not condoning violence?
I don't think they should have been pardoned. I disagree with that.
But how is it not condoning violence?
That probably is.
Oh, it is? So if he's condoning
Probably.
violence, then he totally wanted the violence on that day. He was okay with it.
Sure.
So then what plausible deniability do you have that he incited it if he wanted the violence on that day?
I mean, he probably did. He just lost an election, and I'm sure he's upset. I'm not going to defend him for. I mean, I don't know.
So you don't defend him politically, you don't defend him personally, you don't defend him at all other than just voting for him.
I don't
Bro.
think we literally haven't gotten into anything politically. Everything you've attacked.
That was Wait, I'm sorry. How is that not political?
You just said
What is political? Tell me, what the fuck is political?
economy, immigration.
Not like literally our democracy and undermining the integrity of our democratic processes and pardoning violent rioters who beat police officers in trying to do so? I'm sorry. If you were to bring that up to a typical person and ask if they think that's political, what do you think they would respond with? Yes or no? Do you think if I were to say that they would think I'm saying something political? Yes or no? Unmute yourself. You have to get back into the app. I can't hear you when you're out of the app. Would they say it's political, yes or no?
The way you said it, yes.
Okay, so clearly is political. Okay, this idea that you have that it's not political is absurd. It's wildly absurd. What the fuck does it even mean?
I mean, the whole argument that you've brought against me has been Donald Trump. On January 6th, Donald Trump, how he's handled Venezuela drug cartel and the accusations of his legal matters.
Those are
haven't
all
gotten-
valid points.
I'm not saying they're not.
You
Like,
only
yes.
hey you didn't bring up any arguments, but this argument, this other argument, and this other argument as well. What?
I mean, yeah, it's a fair point. All I'm saying is we've not gotten into economy. We've not gotten into immigration. Kind of immigration. You talked.
Didn't
a
we
lot
also
with
talk
the
about
last guy
immigration, and that's how we got into this?
I mean, you were talking about it with the last guy that was on here, and I think we briefly touched on it. But yeah,
Okay.
I think we talked about housing and how. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So we have
Anyway.
to talk about the economy and immigration in order for you to respond to any of the three arguments I've brought up already on three
No, we
separate
don't have to talk
topics.
about all of that. You can just get someone else in here because, to be honest with you, you got me. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right.
Fair play.
All right. Appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Robin, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Christina, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10 as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it as always. Thank you. Landon as well. Thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, it is. It is fair. Zane as well. Thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It'll help get out to more people. Let's get the next person up here real quick. Please, everybody, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We probably have 2 more hours left on the stream, everyone. I'm going to stay on until like 10:30 tonight. I will be on tomorrow like 9 a.m., just letting everyone know. I will be on at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, Maze, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $25. Can we some W's from Maze in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Maze. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Literally, it's actually insane. I just genuinely don't get it at this point. People are already quoting the MAGA extinction. It's coming. Alrighty, let's get the next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? MAGA extinction. No more MAGA ideology. We're getting rid of it. It's going away. I promise you that. At some point, we're going to get rid of this shit. We got this. We can do it. Benz, thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate it on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. He said if Trump never lied about the election being stolen and just accept the results, do you think that the events of January 6th would have happened? No. They wouldn't have happened. So that's a good question to ask. Taylor, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll be talking to Republicans. They said, what will you do once MAGA is officially dead? I'm going to be talking to Republicans in general. It will probably be like, why do you support Vance, or why do you support Republicans, or something like that. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, 23.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
All right, for sure. Give me 1 second. Icon,
Parker,
how old are you?
what's up, man? Yeah, I'm in my 30s.
And do you support Trump?
Voting for Trump. Yep.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Of course, Trump. Just think of this place it's already a war zone before Trump even got here. Kamala would have turned this place an even worse nightmare.
Okay.
You're
Kamala, why do you think it would have been
dude,
why do you think it would have been a worse?
Parker, man, because you are up here. Trump could save the damn world, and you would still be up here grifting your 20, 40 bucks, 20 collecting PayPal, collecting tokens. That's all you do. You could save the damn world. Your paycheck depends on you.
I could save the world. You're Parker, actually, you're Spider-Man. You're actually Peter Parker. You could save the world. You could be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You can do more than just being on a live stream in front of thousands of people every single day influencing their ideological beliefs. You can do more.
Because he's an icon, man. Every world stage leader wants to have their photo with Trump, man. Nobody else.
I don't.
You see this guy on the world stage?
I don't.
Doesn't matter
hey,
who you.
Hey,
you're
Icon.
A nobody.
I'm a nobody.
You're a top TDS grifter on TikTok.
Okay,
man.
okay.
That's what
Hey,
you
Icon,
are.
Icon. You said no one knows who you are. You're in my live stream. You waited in my box.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that on the world stage.
I'm not.
Geopolitics.
What do you mean known on the world stage? I'm sorry. Why do I need to be known on the world stage?
You don't get it, man. You got your little cult following here on TikTok, man. It's
This
just
is
it's
yeah,
the
love the
cult of
Parker Colt.
TDS.
We love the Parker Colt. Libby, thank you so much for the $20 for your
Yeah.
hour superhero. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so
Yo,
much.
thanks for the
Really
follows.
appreciate it.
Thanks for the
W for the
coins.
Parker Colt in the comment section right now.
Send tokens.
Let's go.
Send
We
me
love the
tokens.
Parker Colt. Look at that. Thank you so
See,
much. I really
Griffin,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Trump, you're
Glampire, thank you so much. I
capitalizing
really
on
appreciate the
Trump's
$10 as
character.
well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's
He's
crazy.
your daddy. He's your employer.
Great. Thank you so much for the $5.
sit
I really
up here,
appreciate it. Thank you
try
so
to
much.
Mimic him because he's got character and a style that you don't have. You
What style is that?
capitalize off
Reese,
his
thank you for the
whole
dollar as well.
personality and image.
What's
I'm
up?
surprised you don't have a picture of him up on your thing, man. You don't even have a picture of him up here. Yo, thanks for blasting.
Hey, do you want me to show you a picture?
To
Do you want me to
this
show?
Max
I got
TDS
you.
grifter.
Hey, dude, no, I got you with a picture. Don't.
It's
don't.
gonna be smeared. It's
Hey,
gonna
hold up.
be
I
dilaudid.
got you with a picture.
Just
Oh fuck. It went away. Sorry. Hold up.
yeah, right.
Did
Yeah,
you,
it's
you
always
want?
something that smears
You want-
the
you wanna see?
truth. That's a fabrication. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Orange man bad. The Jabba the Hutt, Orange man bad. 32.
No, just you said you wanted to.
convicted,
You said you wanted to see a
civilly
picture of Trump.
convicted.
You said you wanted to see a picture of Trump, so I
Yeah.
showed you a picture of Trump.
Yeah, because that's your paycheck right there. That's your paycheck. You capitalize off Trump in every way you can. Because
Oh,
he's
you're
got
you're
more
mad about that
personality than his
apparently,
damn
and you're so mad
fingernail.
about that. Felonius, thank you so much for the $5 for Hail the Zygote Slapper. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Felicia, thank you for the $4. Thank you. You know what? You
Yo,
can
thanks
stay
for the
mad, bro.
112
Wait, hold up.
coins.
You
I'm
can
gonna be
you can
sending
stay
the-
mad. I know it makes you so jealous and very mad that people literally just support me because they like my content. I know that makes you so very very mad. But you don't have to come up on my live stream complaining so much because you specifically disagree with me that you have to call me a grifter, dude. Did you also say I was paid by the DNC?
Yeah, man, you are, dude. Because
Oh, I
you
am?
sit up here. Like I said, if Trump changed the world for the better, he saves the world. You would still.
Well, Linda, thank you so much for the $40 on PayPal. Thank you so much. Put some W's for Linda in the comment section right now. Thank you so
Oh,
much. I really
come on,
appreciate it.
man.
For the
Yo,
cult support, thank you so much
thanks
for
for the
joining the
goats.
Parker Cult, Linda.
This
Thank you
is
so
goats.
much. Can we get some W's for
This
Linda in
is
the comment
goats.
section right now for being a part of
Yeah.
the Parker Cult?
It's amazing, and it's not only you. I can swipe away, and there's dozens and dozens more of you. Just like
Of me?
grifting the same idea, the do thing. Yeah, you're a cult, and as soon as I swipe out of here, there's 20 unlimited more cultists just like you with the
Yeah,
same
wait. Well, I
slogans,
just
the
want to let
same
you know,
pictures,
unlike
the same
everyone else,
grift.
I'm the original grifter, I guess. I've been here for years. I've been here since 2020. I'm the original
You're the
grifter.
top
Look at that.
OG.
Look at that, Chad. We're the OG. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. Great, thank you for the $5 as
Yeah.
well. Thank you so much, Mariah. Thank you for the dollar for the Colt fee, Parker
It's
Colt
actually
initiation
quite
fee. Thank you so much,
astonishing what you've
Samantha. Thank you for the
accomplished
$6. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We're the original grifter. Thank you so much,
Yo,
Zane.
thanks
I really
for the
appreciate the
coin,
dollar.
thanks for the
Carlos
goats,
with the
thanks for the
$5.
double Gs,
Chico,
double
thank you
Gs,
so much for the
double
dollar.
Gs.
Robin, thank you for the
Double Gs,
$10. Thank you so much. I
double Gs,
really
double
appreciate it.
Gs.
Thank you.
Hard spots, hard pots, hard pots.
You're so mad. You're so triggered that people are sending me money. Literally, you're literally crashing out, saying I'm paid by the DNC. Literally supporting the grift. Thank you so much. When you say this,
I never
people
said
send me.
that, man.
I just want to.
They're
I just want to.
obviously paying you.
I'm obviously getting paid. Kayla, thank you for the dollar. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Yoshua, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Why do you think I'm obviously paid by the DNC?
I didn't make that claim a single time.
Didn't you
But
just
they're
say that?
obviously sending
You just said I'm
tons of money.
obviously
This is your
paid.
little cult. I didn't say it was the DNC.
Well, I
These
thought you just
people are
did. I
sending you
apologize.
money. I don't know who they are.
I
They could very
apologize.
well-
You said that I'm a TDS grifter. So we love being a TDS grifter. Lydia, thank you so much for the $10. By the way, you did say that I was paid by the DNC, but I think you accidentally did that. Kayla, thank you for the dollar for your
Well,
favorite
Harry
grifter.
Sisson
Des,
was
thank you so
tied
much for the
to Palantir.
$5. Thank you
That's
so
no
much. I really
secret,
appreciate it, Des.
man.
Thank you. Libby with the $10 for no better grifter than Parker. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the goats, double G's. Yeah, I mean, Harry Sisson was tied to Palantir.
Soul, thank
Who
you for the
cares? You
$5. Thank you
astonished
so
you
much.
did it on your own.
What'd you say?
You got enough hive mind, low IQ imbeciles on TikTok to flush you out money on the hundreds of dollars.
You mean
tens of
you?
thousands of
You
dollars.
mean
How
you
much
because
money
you
did
saying
you
this
make
sent.
last year?
You mean you, because you saying this gets people to send me more money? Like, Jenny, thank you for the $6.68 for the Parker Colt. Allie, thank you for the $5.
Yeah,
Thank you so
you're
much
right.
from DNC headquarters. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Soul, thank you so much. I really appreciate the
That's
$5. Thank you.
monetized too.
Eric, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much, Eric. Robin with the $5 as well. Can we get some W's for all of them in the comment section right now? Thank you.
Double G Galaxy, man. Come on.
He's so mad. He's so mad. Dude, why are you so mad, bro? It's
Talking about, I
okay.
just got my
It's
first
okay.
Galaxy.
Stephanie, thank you
I
so much. I
got
really
that,
appreciate the $20 for the Antifa DNC payout. Thank you so much. Diaz, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the Galaxy. Elizabeth, the $4.20 for sending this just to trigger the guy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know,
Yeah.
it's actually said that he
Because
gets
the
that he gets
hive mind-
triggered even more every single time it happens. It's crazy. I love drinking MAGA tears. It's amazing. Too legit. Thank you for the Galaxy. Thank you. Too skinny. Thank you so much for the $2. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gray,
I
thank you for
mean,
the $2.50 for this guy's so emotional. I know, right? An emotional man on the stream right
No,
now.
you're breaking down because you're being called out as the top TDS grifter on TikTok.
Top TD.
you know,
Yeah,
and,
we're yes. I am the
everybody
top
knows.
TDS grifter. Let's go. Woo! Top TDS
Yes, you
grifter. We
are.
love it right here.
And-
First, folks, we are the number
Thank you.
one top TDS grifter here on TikTok. You heard it here first, folks. We're
Whoa.
number one on TikTok. We're number one. We're number one.
Facts.
Look at that. Top TDS grifter. We love it.
Facts.
We love it so much.
He's
Jenna,
your
thank you for the
employer.
$5. Thank you. B with the
He's your
$10.
daddy.
Rick, thank you for the $25. Rick, thank you so much. Maze with the $30.
He's
Thank you
the
so much. I
only
really
thing
appreciate
that
it.
validates
Thank
your
you so much,
existence.
Maze, with the $30. Thank you. MAGA's so mad. Thank you. Yoshua, thank you for the $2.50 from the RNC. Thank you very much. Rachel, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much for this guest is giving beta energy. I know, right? Jamie, thank you for the $5. Amanda, thank you for the $5 as well. Thank you so much. Julius, thank you for the $10. Dawn, I really appreciate the $2. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's the low IQ.
Can we get some
hive
baby bottles in
mind.
the chat? Can we get some baby bottles in the
cult
chat for this
supporters
MAGA
that you have.
crybaby on the stream right now
How
who's
much money
literally
do you make
so
off
mad,
your Parker?
so mad that people are sending me money.
What are you doing with the money, man?
I'm putting it in my bank
What are you
account,
gonna do
buddy.
with it all?
Tori, think of the $6.68.
Yeah,
It goes
for what?
it goes into my bank account. Allie, think of the $5. Thank you.
Because you're a miser.
You want to know what? You know what? It went into this
probably
microphone.
stingy.
It went into this chair. It went into the computer. It went
Right.
into the I guess what else did it go into? The camera.
We
The
would love
camera.
to
It went
see
into
your
the camera.
banking statement. They should do you like
Lena,
they
thank you
did
for the $5.
Trump
Thank you
going
so much
after
for
him
being a
tax
TDS
evasion in New
grifter. Thank you
York.
so much. Najia, thank you so much for the
Yeah.
$5 for WBG,
Tax
world's best
evasion,
grifter.
just
Thank you
like
so
they went
much.
After Trump. Trump should go after Parker for tax evasion, man, and see how it feels. And that, you know, and that.
Wait, hold up. Stop. Wait. Stop.
Your
Stop.
audience needs to know that those counts are civilly liable.
Wait, hold up. Stop.
criminally.
I actually have to hold up. Yo, what's up, DNC handler? How you doing today?
Hello, Parker. Hi. It's good to talk again. It's good to see you. I just wanted to come up on live and make sure. I know that the government's been shut down now for 43 days, but we had a little bit of a moment tonight. It reopened just about an hour ago, and I just wanted to make sure that you got the paycheck.
Thank you so much. I did. I really appreciate you. Joshua, the $2.50. Lord with the $5. Thank you. Lita, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the $2.50. Yehoshua as well. Thank
Yes.
you. I think I'm getting
Yes.
the paycheck. I think it's coming in.
Yes, that's awesome. So because of the back pay, it's back pay. The government was shut down. What we did go ahead and do is we put a 1.5 multiplier on it. So instead of getting your $5,000 bi-daily paycheck, we're gonna go to bump that up to $1,650.
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
Yo!
Yes.
Let's get some applause in the chat, everyone. Let's go. Woo!
Yes, Parker. That's
Yes!
right.
Let's
Right.
go!
Yes.
Let's go.
Wow.
We
Yeah,
got a
so
bump,
true.
everyone.
You know
We
what?
got a bump.
This is such a joke.
Look at that, Chad. We got a bump. Look at that. Amanda with the $5. Thank you so much. Lisa with the $5. Look at it. We have a growth. It's a multiplier. It's like we've
Riff
never seen
Central,
before.
Top TDS TikTok.
Hey.
This is what you guys want to spend your money on? And the truth is that it's actually not your words that have value. It's my words that have value.
Hey, Icon,
You
your mic's pretty
somehow
bad, man.
weaseled your way to monetize off of
Yo,
my
DNC
truth
handler, is
and
it
my
possible? Yeah, wait, hold up.
comments towards your
Is it
behavior.
possible that we can get some money to get this guy a better mic?
Yeah, Icon. Here's the thing. You know, I'm a Democrat, so I care about everyone. I want to make sure everyone's doing all right. It kind of sounds like your mic is not doing all right at all. It sounds like you've been screaming into that since COD lobbies back in 2016 because you've probably been raging like a baby since you were one. So what we can do is I could go ahead and send you a complimentary $25 to go ahead and go get a better mic, buddy, because that kind of sounds like shit.
Yeah, you're a weasel, man.
Yeah.
You're all a bunch of weasels.
WDNC handler, let's go.
Money is
Let's
because
go.
you can't refute my arguments. And
What
my
argument that
reasons why I
that I'm
support
grifted?
Trump.
The big beautiful
You have
grift.
to
Thank you so
attack my
much.
mic. You have to attack my income. You have to attack.
Wait,
all these things.
when did we
People
attack
are
your
sending
income?
You money because of what I'm saying. So therefore, my
Icon. When did we attack your income? What? Where did you get that one?
He's saying you weren't listening clearly then, and obviously they're paying you because my words have value, but you're the weasel who came in and somehow subverted the money through.
I subverted the money that was supposed to. Yeah, chat. I subverted the money that was supposed to go to him. Leah, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Amanda with the $1. Thank you for the DNC money.
Yeah,
Rachel, thank you for the $1 as well. Thank you.
argument
Amanda
for
with the
that,
$5.
my
I
guy.
really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the money that was supposed to go to him, but apparently is not anymore.
Yeah, how much? This is one of your top dollars guests tonight. You view guests as dollar signs.
Yeah,
You know
I
that the
only
more
yeah.
people
Seriously,
have
you're right, dude. I
and-
only
and
view you as a dollar
articulable
sign.
Arguments for Trump, you're gonna get paid more.
Do you mind if the
That's
DNC
your
handler
hive
helps you with
mind,
this?
low
Appreciate that,
IQ
Maddie.
cult
Thank you for the
following.
5 subscriptions. Thank you.
They're totally offended by coaching and articulate, sound mind arguments about Donald Trump. And
Yeah,
how
we're the
he's
one that's
better
triggered
in
right
this
now. Yeah,
country.
totally. You're right.
And you
You're
guys
totally
just
right.
lose your shit.
Hey,
We're
Icon.
losing our shit right now. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Icon.
Yeah, you guys.
Hey.
Everything
Hey.
you say and do is for the detriment to society.
Hey,
in my
quick question.
opinion.
Quick question. Quick
Go ahead, you little
question.
weasel.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that. So, just a quick question. If you know that you're raging about Parker's income will only make him more money, then why do you keep on doing it?
Oh, we got the money gun. You see what I'm saying? That's my first ever money gun, first ever Galaxy, unlimited goats. They're saying because my words have value too. And this is all a psyop of political right-left divide when it's actually top versus bottom. And when you learn to see humanity first, you learn to see humans and people before this right-left psyop. that
Wait,
you
I have a question.
capitalize
Are
and
you a
monetize
top?
and
Are
grift off?
are you a top or are you a bottom? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, see, you're ridiculous, man. Yo,
Dude,
thanks for
hold
the
up.
money gun.
Silver, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much,
WE.
Silver. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Libby with the $10. I really
So if I
appreciate it.
had
Thank you,
one
Libby.
message to your
Damien,
audience,
thank
that
you for
would
the
be-
$6. I really appreciate it, Damien. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Sherry, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Catherine, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Double
Thank you.
G's. Thanks for the goats, man.
Wait, so
Yes,
wait,
my
can you answer?
message to
Can
your
you
audience
answer?
is to
Can you answer the
just-
DNC handlers' response there? They specifically said that if you know that it makes me more money for you to say these things, why would you keep doing it? Muted. Thank you for the galaxy. Thank you.
Because the people need to know the truth. I need to at least take any opportunity I can to try
But
and
do you need to be so
convince
pissed
the
off
public
when you're
that
speaking
they've
the
been
quote
psyoped by
truth?
these grifters, and
Wait,
and that
how am
you
I a
need to
grifter?
see humanity first.
Sir, I'm a content
Or
creator.
because if
manager.
you let these weasels
Hey,
take you down
Icon.
the garden path,
Hey, Icon.
you're not going to get any better.
How am I a grifter when
Yo,
I'm just a
thanks for the
content
hand
creator
love, man.
manager?
Come on, man.
I'm
You're
just a
You're just making noise. You're making jokes. You're not a serious
I'm a
person.
yes. I'm a
You are not a serious
businessman.
person.
I'm a
Everything you've
businessman.
said is being
I'm a
some
businessman.
ridiculous,
I pay
detriment.
mortgage.
You
I pay
don't elevate
mortgage.
conversations, sir.
Buddy,
You
listen.
drag things down to
Let me
base
tell you.
level animal instinct hysterics.
Do you want to see my
That's
resume?
the level of your
Do you want to see my
intelligence.
resume? Guess what, sir? Well, I
No,
graduated.
Who
I
cares? You're a
grad.
slime ball.
I
You're a
graduated
weasel.
UC
I
Berkeley.
can
One
already
moment.
tell.
One moment. I graduated
You're a
UC
demon with a
Berkeley,
title.
top of my class. Okay. Then I went to work in big tech for 5 years, Apple, Google, all that. Then I realized it was all that bullshit, right? And then I left that job. I found a couple friends, started hanging around Washington, D.C. Next thing, I ran into a job at the DNC. Now I'm a content creator manager. I make sure, right, that we get our content disseminated across multiple various channels here on the internet, regardless if it's TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube, LinkedIn, so on and so forth. And basically what I do is I make sure that my people eat. I make sure that my people get paid. And see, Parker down here, he's doing a real good job at reeling them in into the facts, all right, and stomping on the silly gooses such as yourself that keep on supporting that pedophile Trump. And
There's-
guess what, sir? I give him a paycheck. That's right. He gets paid by me,
Right.
by the
Yeah.
DNC.
You're a slime ball. This is your cavalry, Parker. These are the big guns you bring out when.
No,
you
this
can't
is
handle
my
tough talk.
handler. This is my handler who gives me my DNC checks.
Fine.
Yeah, sir. I'm not a big gun. I'm a signature on a paycheck, sir. Big difference.
Exactly. No brains and just writes stuff down. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
it.
no, he
Let's
has a
just-
lot of brands. He has a lot of brands. He got me a lot of connects, man.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
I mean,
that's
how
why
else am I gonna
you
take the
can talk to
adrenochrome
you
every night,
perfect.
man? Like, how else do I get my
Yeah,
adrenochrome?
well, your whole existence is validated by the existence of Trump, man. So either way, it's
yeah,
an L
yeah.
for you.
I would not exist if it weren't for Trump, right?
You're right. Yeah, because you.
No, yeah, you're
capitalize
right.
on
Parker
his
Parker
image and
didn't
his
exist
likeness.
prior to Trump existing. He didn't exist actually. When he was
Even
alive
with
under
the
Obama,
accent
he
and
wasn't
stuff like
actually
that.
alive. He was actually not there. He was in a
You're all
different
good. You're
different
not
place.
original, man.
What's up?
Maybe you started it out, but now every time I swipe out, there's just another gang of you guys doing this crap. And
But
I don't
remember,
think it's
remember,
good
I'm the
for
original
the
grifter.
young folks.
I'm the original grifter
Yeah.
though. So
You're
like
the top
you
paid.
so I am a,
You've managed to do it even without Palantir, you know,
without
and all those
Palantir.
other
Oh yeah,
losers.
because you thought Harry was involved with Palantir.
Right, exactly.
DNC handler, did you
Yeah,
hear that?
'cause we
He
know.
thinks that Harry Sisson's involved with Palantir.
Yeah, if you don't think
Thinking
political
about-
parties don't
Sir,
capitalize on
what
social
you're
media,
thinking about is
people,
pallet.
you're
That's
not in reality.
$200,000 a month too. It's called pallet, not Palantir. You silly goose.
Yeah, well, that's how politicians. You would be. I mean, why?
He's
what's so
such a
distant
silly
about
little
different
goose. He's such a silly goose.
political
He thought
parties
Pallet,
would pay for that?
bro thought Pallet was Palantir. Great, thank you for the $2. Thank you, Veronica, with the $3. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you for the $10 for shut the crybaby down. Thank you so much, Maria. Maria, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Lauren, thank you for the $5 as well. Julian with the $10. Thank you so much. Catherine, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sherry with the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Amanda with the $1 for the DNC money. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It looks like that paycheck for the DNC is coming in.
Thanks for the double G's. Thanks for the goats. Thanks for the TikTok J's. Thanks for the heart puffs. Thanks for is DNC, was that Dean right there? No, way.
that wasn't Dean. That was
That was a fucking cat, you idiot.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, dude, get it
That's
right. It was
double down,
Momo.
Dean,
It was
huh?
Momo.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, I seen the eyes go dead in Dean after Charlie Kirk got shot, man. I
What?
seen that, and they haven't come back. You guys,
Is he?
you guys
Is he?
create
You
this
are not. You
environment
are
where
not
things like
pushing
Charlie
Dirk
Kirk
propaganda
go
right
down.
now. Stop pushing the Dirk propaganda. That's crazy. Amanda, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much, Soul. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you. Darsel, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Amanda, thank you for the
Double
$2.
D, double D, double
Jess,
D,
thank you for the
double
$2
D,
as well.
double
Thank you so
D.
much for my favorite grifter.
Yeah,
Thank you
if
very
you-
much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Noah, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
How
Amanda,
about
thank you
you
for the
go to
$5.
DonaldTrump.com
AP, thank you so
and
much. I really
change
appreciate the
the 10 to
$2. Thank you.
47?
Rose, thank you for the $5.
If you're a
Felonious, thank you for the
serious
$2. Libby
person,
with the $10. Thank you so
go
much. I
to
really
his-
appreciate it.
go
Thank
to
you.
his website and
Wait, dude. I'm
just-
unironically, my voice is unironically going into a country accent without even trying. Like I was just reading it and I wasn't even trying, and it just like I just started doing a country accent. What the fuck was happening there?
Yeah, because you're an NPC-like person. You just it's all monotonous and repetitive. There's no substance to it. It's just monotone of repeating the gifts that your imbecile followers send you with
My
with
imbecile
hive
followers.
mind,
Ruben,
low
thank you for the
IQ,
$2. Thank you so
hive
much. I
mind,
really
low
appreciate it for
IQ.
supporting the Parker cult for my imbecile followers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta drop. But before I do, I just gotta say, holy fuck, this dude is mad. Oh my god. Like I don't know if I've seen like a guest like truly like this pissed over nothing in quite a while. But no, I gotta head out. You guys take care.
Appreciate you, man. We're on team imbeciles, everyone. We're on team Parker cult. Gon, thank you for the $2. Thank you. So, like, how about this? How about this? Since we're in such a cult, can you tell us what a cult is?
Well, first of all, it can have a positive or a negative connotation to it.
Positive
But in
connotation
this
here.
case, yeah, it's actually neutral. A lot of people frame it as a negative thing. The media has done that in the past, but in actuality, it's
So
just a
actually,
group of
everybody,
people
cults are actually good. Chat, cults to this guy are actually good.
If you understand English history and literary stuff, then you would know that, but you don't because you just
Okay, so tell me
people
what.
don't because they're
So tell me, what did you study in literary history?
well. I just know that there's a lot of propaganda victims out there by the mainstream media.
Really, I have a
Who,
question. I have a question. Are you pro-life?
Yeah,
Where in the human
after-
body does conception occur?
I would say as soon as sperm gets to the egg.
No, where
Some
in the
people even
where?
said that-
No. Where in the human body does conception occur?
Where in the ovaries? I don't. In the
The-
womb, obviously.
In the womb? No.
Yeah.
No. No. It happens in the fallopian tubes.
Well, that's your pedant. What, are you
What
a
is it? What is the
gynecologist
other?
too?
Wait. What is the other anatomical name for the womb?
I don't know. I don't care. It's none of my.
You don't know what the
business, but
uterus is
You
called?
know what is my business?
You don't know what a
You know
uterus
what is
is?
my business, Parker?
He
How
doesn't even know what a
society
uterus
sold
is, yet he
people
wants
out
to.
From
Bro,
having
bro
fam-
doesn't know what a uterus is, but he's going to talk about being educated. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I want the government to make sure people can afford to have a house and a family and
What's
a
Trump
family
name?
life
What?
and a
Okay, tell me.
picket fence.
Okay, name one Trump housing affordability policy.
Well, he got SNAP under control that's the most recent thing with living in housing, social service type
Wait,
stuff.
SNAP doesn't give
He
you housing.
announced he's going to
SNAP does not give you housing,
$2,000.
and Trump has cut SNAP. Okay, can you tell me name one housing affordability policy that Trump passed?
No, I can't. But I don't roll that stuff up. I don't roll that stuff off the top of my head, man. Come
Well,
on.
yeah,
man.
because there isn't anything you could reference. Kaylee, thank you for the
But
$50 for you
but I
have my
will talk
support.
about-
Thank you so much, Kaylee, for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Jojo with the $5 for the imbecile
Double G,
donation.
double
Thank you so
Gs.
much. Madeline,
Thanks
thank
for
you for the
the
$5
gold.
as well.
Everybody
Thank you so much
follow
for
me.
Parker, my
Everybody
favorite
follow me,
Zygote
please.
Slang NPC. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Follow me
We get
so
some
I
W's
can
for all of them.
take you out of the
Sherry,
right
thank you for the
left
$10.
psyop.
Gray with the $2. Thank you. What'd you say, Psyop?
The Parker Dean psyop. You keep
The
stealing
Parker Dean
bite. It's actually a
Psyop. You know,
top
I love the
yeah.
Parker Dean Psyop. It's great. Noel, thank you for the $5. Thank you.
Yeah.
W Parker Dean Psyop. Robin, thank you for the $5 as
Yeah,
well.
so
Jenna, thank you
many
for the $10.
copycats.
Thank you so much for the imbecile
So many copycats.
stimulus check. Yo, we love the Parker Dean Psyop. We love the Peen Psyop.
So many copycats on TikTok. Is it an original phenomenon? Is it culture?
Wait,
I
so
don't know.
are you saying that I have inspired other people to do similar to what I do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that could be a possibility.
Oh, then maybe I did exactly what I was coming here for.
Yeah. And
So
well, the
all you've done,
consequences if you're
all you've
wrong
done
or
by
not.
saying there are so many other people like me is to say that what I've done here has led to a culture of people speaking up against people like Donald Trump. It's educated people. It's got people involved, and it's created a different environment that did not exist prior. So actually, all you've done on my live stream so far is justify why I do what I do every single day.
Yeah, well, I'm here to debate you on what your allegations are against Trump and set the record straight. But whenever I do that, you guys melt down and people start sending money and
I wasn't
blocking
melting down.
my
That was you.
microphone and doing all this crap. It's so weird. The truth is that Trump is the most respected person on the world stage. He's the best guy for the job. Between all the world leaders who want to have their picture with Trump wherever he goes.
Stop!
And
Stop!
he cares
Stop!
about-
Stop! Stop!
he cares
Icon! No!
about country.
No! 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 You think Trump is the most respected person around the world. Like, imagine living in this delusional mindset. Okay, Trump, if you specifically want to look at the confidence rating specifically among countries around the world, there's an 18-country median and a 24-country median through Pew Research that happened under the past few years specifically. Trump indicated a 33% confidence rating to do the best thing regarding world affairs. Other countries around the world, amongst an 18-country median, indicated that to be true. Right? Actually 24-country median. An 18-country median indicated that Kamala Harris, right, specifically had a 55% confidence rating that she would do the best regarding world affairs. So actually, the confidence was higher in Kamala Harris, not Donald Trump. You're wrong. That's from Pew Research.
I stopped trusting any research corporations or doctors or hospitals after 2016, man. I don't. It's too much grifting. I don't even believe
he stopped
people
listening to
landed on the
doctors.
moon,
Doctors
my
are
guy.
just grifters, everyone. He
Yeah,
just said
it's
don't
a
listen to
double-edged-
doctors. So by the way, he just said doctors are grifters. Don't listen to them. So if he considers me a grifter too, it sounds like I'm in the right group. Because if doctors are there as well, that sounds like a pretty good group, right?
Yeah, I think Parker. I know that there's a lot of corruption in our
No,
society.
you mean smart and intelligent people? By corruption, you mean smart and intelligent people that
No, I
utilize
mean
facts?
demons with titles. I'm a religious
Demons.
person, so
He
I
thinks
mean demons
so. He thinks
with
doctors.
titles.
He thinks doctors are demons.
Yeah, you should
So
see.
yeah.
In,
My
how
dad.
many
My dad
doctors
is a
are actually
demon.
charged
Yeah.
with
My dad's a
crimes.
demon. My dad's a demon.
We're all demons, Parker.
Well,
And
you're a
it's-
demon.
It's your message. No, I'm trying to spread light. Yeah, but
You just
I haven't
said that we're
gone
all
that nature.
demons. I'm not a demon. You're a demon.
Well, that's because you're in ignorance. You don't know about the.
So
human
I don't
body or
actually
the
know that
soul.
I'm a demon. So I'm actually a demon, and I just don't know it yet. Adam, thank you for the $100 for the loyal DNC demon. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Adam in the comment section for the $100 for the loyal DNC demon? Thank you so much. Edward with the $50. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Edward in the comment section right now for the $50? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
'Cause
Thank
you
you
had
so
to be a
much.
devotee
Really
of
appreciate it.
God.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Edward. I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
A
it.
religious person who is a
I'm so sorry.
devotee of
Lindsay, thank
God,
you so much. I really appreciate the
there are only
$20 for
devotees
love being a
and there are only
DVM
demons.
grifter. Thank you so much. Great use of my degree. I know, right?
Yeah, and that's why
Samurai, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much for here's $10 from the
that's what-
DNC, the RNC, for the RPG, and for being an NPC and not listening to
RPG, Come
MDs.
on, man. Yo, thanks for the follows. Thanks for the double G's. Thanks for because Parker,
Michelle, thank you for the $5.
if,
Thank you.
If you spread the message of the light of the Lord, then you're a devotee, man, and you're
Push the
doing
money
the
on.
right thing on this earth. But you're not. You're spreading
Wait,
division.
I'm a
and
Christian.
chaos
Hey, dude,
and
I am a
falsehood
devout
and
Christian.
untruth.
Hey, dude, I'm a devout Christian. What are you talking about?
I don't think you are.
I'm literally a devout Christian. Why are you calling me a demon?
Didn't you used to do atheist stuff up on here?
Yeah, but I have been
Yeah,
convinced
you've
by
done
the
a lot
Lord.
of atheist lives.
I have been convinced by the Lord. The Lord has touched my soul, has touched my heart, and has
Yeah,
brought me
you're
to
the
Him.
spaghetti monster guy.
No,
You like
dude,
to
no, I'm
claim
not.
That there's a Bible for a spaghetti monster.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
you,
said
man.
that. I've
be.
not said that. I am a devout Christian.
If you're being disingenuous about that, then it just
Dude.
cheapens you, Parker. You just become cheap.
Hold up, dude. Hey, dude. I am
And,
genuinely. Stop calling me a demon. I genuinely. I am a devout Christian. I'm not a demon.
Well, that's good. Well, that's good.
Thank you. I
That's the
use
truth,
my
and that's
platform all the time, right? To bring people to the Lord.
Well, if you ever get so much money that you have nothing left to do with it, and you want to make some real meaningful change, you have to convince your followers that the right left is a psyop, and to see humanity first. And know
No,
that
I
this is a
actually I have
top versus
revelation.
bottom.
No, stop. I have revelation directly from God that Donald Trump is evil and that the Democrats are better. That's direct revelation from God.
Well, if you're in ignorance. You're in Maya.
I'm not
It's
ignorant.
called illusion.
I have revelation from Jesus Christ Himself.
Yeah. Well, anybody can make anything up. So
I'm not making anything up. I have revelation from the Lord Himself that Democrats are better and that Donald Trump is evil. Okay,
Okay,
that's a
well, fine, I'll
revelation.
validate
It was
that.
written in my heart. It was written in my heart.
I don't know, man. just because there's a conflict of interest here, man. So
How is
if
there a
you were
conflict of
if you
interest?
were
I'm
being
literally Christian.
if you were
I have
actually a
I have
devout
repented to
Christian,
the
you would
Lord
have known
Jesus
by
Christ.
now, Parker.
I have repented to the Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't think you have.
I have.
Sincerely.
I've sincerely repented to the Lord Jesus Christ. Have you?
Of course.
I mean, Donald Trump hasn't. He said that he never asked God for forgiveness.
I think he has. I think he has. I think he puts out really good messages. If you see what the White House posted on their X account, not even a week ago, it's Donald Trump giving people 11 really practical life lessons to achieve success. Like
But
a
nothing
Tony
nothing
Robbins
about
type
feeding the
deal.
poor, right? They are cutting people off their access to SNAP, okay? Nothing about providing health care and health insurance for the sick, right? They're specifically cutting access to Medicaid. Nothing about helping the working class. They're increasing their taxes to give tax cuts to millionaires and
But what
billionaires.
about the
Every single thing
$2,000
about
that
your
they said
particular
everybody might
religion
get back?
disagrees with what Donald Trump is doing in the position of office right now. Because Jesus talked a hell of a lot about providing food for the needy, providing food for the starving, and providing health care for the people who are sick, and providing care for the people who are sick. But he did not talk about restricting people's access to abortion. He didn't talk about giving massive tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires, right? He didn't talk about supporting a guy held civilly liable of sexually abusing women, who pardoned violent rioters, who beat police officers. He called them patriots. He didn't do that. Jesus did not talk about that.
Coming from a guy who used to always tell his guests to hyper focus on singular issues, you know, and just letting it out, letting all of his achievements roll off your tongue like that.
I am doing what the Lord is commanding me.
No, you're not. You're being insincere. You're just doing another
I'm
charade,
not being insincere. What are you talking about? I'm telling you the truth of the Lord.
Yeah. No, you're doing a charade, man. I'm not stupid. And a lot
What
of
do you
people
mean?
aren't
Hey,
stupid.
why are you going to wait? So then you're doing a charade. You're not a real Christian.
I never said I was a Christian.
Oh, exactly. You're not a real Christian. Turn to Christ.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
pray for you, dude. I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah, well, I'm not a Christian. I believe in Krishna. So you can chant for me. Chant Hare Krishna.
Lord, please send this guy to the grifting. Please.
No, chant
Lord.
Hare Krishna for me.
Lord, please save this guy. Save this guy from his lack of grifting. Turn him
Please
into the
chant
best
Hare
grifter
Krishna.
you've ever seen, I promise you. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Well, I'll accept that too.
I pray for you.
Prayers.
I pray for you.
Thank you for your benevolence.
Take the demon out of his soul, Lord. Lord, I please take the demon out of his soul. I don't have a demon in my
we're all
soul.
demonic.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm not demonic.
Yeah.
Lord,
is the
please,
pillar
Lord,
of
please take
sinful
this
life.
demon out of his soul. God, Lord, please, I beg of you, take the demon out of his
Do you
soul.
eat meat, Parker? Do you eat meat?
What type of random question is that?
Well, I want to see if that's just a basic sin that people commit daily is by eating meat.
I don't even think that's in the Bible.
Yeah, there's all types of restrictions, but it's just logic. Like, why would you feel that you have dominance over another creature that you didn't create and take its life for your wicked tongue, for your subsistence, and think that you're not going to get away with that, that there's no karmatic action to that within nature?
Okay, so you believe in karma? So you believe in karma?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have this is the slaughterhouse.
So is Donald Trump going to get
slaughterhouses
wait, hold
are
up.
like a
Hold up.
good
Is
thing
Donald
for the
Trump going
atmosphere?
to get any of the karma for all of the terrible shit that he's caused?
Like what?
By the way, I'm not Christian. I was just trolling with you, man. Genuinely,
you
like
that.
yeah, of course. I mean, what you wanted me to be Christian, I was gonna play the role, man. I'm
You're
gonna
a
play the role.
hoodlum.
If it's gonna push you more towards like a good understanding, of course.
Yeah, a huckster. That's why there's all these words.
Hey,
in
but
the
I just want to be
dictionary for
genuine
people
here.
like
I just
you.
want to be genuine here for a minute, right? If I was Christian, I'd hold a progressive Christian standpoint, and I would argue a progressive Christian standpoint better than you could ever argue any other Christian standpoint. So I just want to tell you that.
Read
Genuinely,
Corinthians 6:9 for us.
progressive Christians
Here's
are
your
based.
abortion
Progressive
debate
Christians
summed
are
up in the
based. I tell
Bible.
you. What's up?
Read Corinthians 6:9. You and Dean love debating Christians on abortion. Why don't you be genuine and read Corinthians 6:9
How about you tell me what it says?
for your audience?
Are you
It
gonna
says
say
that
one
having-
one Corinthians? Hey, he's gonna say
Yes,
1
this is-
Corinthians 6:9.
Corinthians 6:9. It says this is one of the targets that the rainbow community uses
First
to
Corinthians.
persecute Christians.
Okay, so wait, so hold up. Do you think that being gay is wrong?
I believe that's karmatic reaction.
No, do you think that being gay is wrong?
I think that their actions led them to get
Do
there.
you think that being gay is wrong?
Not explicitly, no.
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the rainbow community?
Well, I think there's obvious problems within every
W rainbow community check. Can we get some W's for the rainbow community? We love the rainbow community here.
For them to stop
We love the rainbow
persecuting
community here.
Christians, they
W's
need
for the
to
rainbow
understand
community in the comment
Corinthians
section right
6:9
now.
fully.
I want to see rainbows all over that comments right now.
Yeah, read Corinthians 6:9 and be saved by Jesus as well. Don't let these charlatans.
Wait, so by the way, I just want to
lead you
clarify.
into a
I just want to
ditch.
clarify. A progressive Christian would specifically say that aspects of the Bible, such as that specifically try to, or people specifically point to that says that where it condemns gay intercourse. I actually don't think that this is a basis specifically for saying that it is immoral. I think that they would claim that there are certain contexts that it's disregarding or saying that are immoral. It's not specifically saying that just gay intercourse in general is immoral. So a progressive Christian interpretation can take that particular
It's
view.
degenerate.
No, it's not.
It is degenerate.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
You know what's degenerate? You sitting on my
No, it
live
is.
stream right now, literally trying to blame gay people specifically for problems not caused by them, by trying to say that they're sinful with no
Yeah.
basis in reality. You're not even Christian
Well,
yourself.
then go watch.
Are you Christian?
Go watch.
Wait. Are you religious?
porn
Are you religious?
And feel how you.
Hey,
feel
buddy,
how-
are you religious? Because Christians don't believe in karma. Are you religious?
Yes.
Okay, what religion
I
do you
never
believe
said
in?
I'm a Christian. I said Hare Krishna. I said I'm a Christian. I tried to get you to say Hare Krishna
Oh.
for me.
Okay, so where in the context of your scripture does it say that gay intercourse is wrong?
It doesn't. We believe that illicit sex is bad. So basically, any sex pretty much is bad.
So you think any sex is wrong?
Yes.
So you just don't like having sex?
Not well. No, it's one of the animalistic kind of propensities that enslave us in the material world, and it's better to abstain from it unless to procreate God-conscious children.
Well, I'm good. I'm gonna keep fucking.
Yeah, well, you do that, and that's sinful life. That's a pillar of sinful life.
Well,
It's
under your
doing all
perspective,
this
but I don't
shit
believe. Why should I believe what you have to say? Why should I have to believe? Why should I believe that?
because I have centuries upon centuries of historical evidence.
What
and
historical
scholars
evidence?
who
What
are
historical
theologians.
evidence do you have that like me having sex, right, is wrong? What historical evidence do you have for that one?
No, if you're gonna put it in a box like that, it doesn't work that way. We believe that the pillars
You don't
of
have any
sinful
historical
life.
evidence.
Yeah, we do. We have teachings from our priests and our Vedic scholars.
Yeah, but like
and
that's
everything
not
else.
evidence. That's called you believe in stuff that was written down by other people. That's not evidence. That's literally just you believe other people's opinions.
No, I don't.
That's literally
you
what
can
it
call
is. Like,
anything evidence. all you
what's
want.
evidence?
It's
What is evidence? Can you tell me what
you know-
evidence means?
okay. Here. I'm gonna try and give you logic to understand this. When you have an apprentice
You can try.
who teaches something, for instance, electricians or plumbers or any type of other trade, they actually have to have knowledge handed down from them from previous people who have mastered that art. That's how it works. It doesn't work. Oh, this is evidence. That's evidence. Just knocking balls over. It's called apprenticeship. That's the most fundamental, basic, logical example that I could give.
I'm confused. How does this indicate that gay or not gay intercourse? How does this indicate that consensual intercourse is wrong?
Because we said that it's the binding force of your material existence and we're trying to.
Wait, so I have a question. Do you
come
do
over-
anything specifically just for your pleasure?
It's better to save the pleasure for the Lord because it all comes from the reservoir of Krishna.
Wait, so you do nothing for your
All of
pleasure?
The pleasure is His.
You do nothing for your own
Well,
pleasure.
we try to abstain. We're trying to abstain. We know the difference.
Abstain from
It's
pleasure,
very
everyone.
difficult in this
Abstain
time.
from pleasure.
Yes. That's it, and that's how.
Don't
you
do
should
things
be
that make you
wanting to
happy.
end
Don't
your
be
life.
joyful. Don't be joyful, everyone, because that's wrong. It's actually wrong to have pleasure in your life. It's
Everybody
wrong to be
knows if
happy.
you're a slave
It's wrong to be
your-
happy, everyone. Stop eating tasty
Yeah.
food. Stop being in relationships where you have love. Stop
Yes.
loving
Stop
people.
being a slave to
Stop
your
interacting with
human
everyone.
desires.
Literally, just don't interact with anyone. Don't be happy. Sit in the corner and don't do anything all day. Be sad, okay, everyone? Don't be happy. No joy for you. Save it for the Lord,
what's-
everyone. Save it for the Lord.
What's up, Jaden? Where's Tommy these days?
He's with his kid. I think, frankly, this conversation is so far removed from however it initially started. I honestly can't remember if you were a Trump supporter. But
Yes.
if that is the case and you are, does it not bother you that the president has had 5 children between 3 different women and has cheated on every wife with the next wife and the current wife of the porn star? Has that not occurred to you and affected your psyche in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, but I know he's a human. And look at what he's produced. His children are actually fantastic people.
Excuse me.
Look
Wouldn't you
at
just
his
hold that
children.
same
Look at the
position
fruit
about
of
any
his
person that has
offspring.
sex, though?
Look at the children of Biden.
Look
at
at,
what came
yes,
from him.
Trump's
Laptops
children.
and open
Trump's
DRUD
children are
house.
abhorrent.
That's the fruit
Trump's
of-
children have
that's the
been
fruit of
barred from running
Democrats.
children's charities out of New York City. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think it
Look
bodes
at
well
the
for you to
fruit
say
of
that his
Trump
children are
doing
upstanding
conferences,
citizens.
stand-up people, mostly stand-up people who are doing
They're
important
not. These
things.
aren't stand-up people. The same people that peddled memes and lies about Haitian migrants eating cats and dogs. You think
No.
those people are upstanding
No,
citizens?
I see hardworking Americans, and I know.
What if
when
they
I see
worked
one.
hard for it? They inherited their money the same way Trump has. They were
Doesn't-
born with the
yes,
silver spoon in their
and
mouth.
they've taken, and you can roll with that. It still takes somebody's charisma and personality to roll with all the blessings that you've been giving and making positive impact on people.
Does
Look
it
at
not
what-
go against your
look at what
religion to
Hunter
take the
Biden
side
did.
of the
Would
uber
you say
wealthy
that
as
Hunter
opposed to the
Biden
poor?
had a positive impact on people?
I can't hear you,
Would
man.
you-
Your microphone is fucked.
Yeah,
But-
Harry Sisson taking pictures with Hunter Biden in the White House.
What does
What a
Harry
real
say? Neither of
positive
those people are
impact.
here.
Wait, I actually was
Well-
there. I actually did take a picture with Hunter Biden. What's wrong with that?
Gross.
Wait, what's wrong with
See?
that?
He's
That
a
was
loser,
rage bait. I
man.
got put on Fox News because I did that. That was fucking hilarious. I literally just randomly saw him, took a picture with him, and I got on Fox News because of the fact that I
Strange
literally just
guys.
took a picture with Hunter Biden.
By your metric, by this logic, it should be uncalled for. In fact, immoral for one to take a picture with Donald Trump. Then, right?
No. Anywhere he goes on the world stage, people want to have their picture with him. They don't
Right,
even
but
care
Donald
about
Trump's
the other world
crimes are
leaders.
unequivocally worse than anything Hunter Biden ever did,
No, they're not.
and
They're
you're not
civil
holding the same
crimes.
standard.
They're not even criminal.
Well, we're talking
crimes.
about criminal
They're
ones. Even the
civil.
ones he hasn't been convicted of are
Oh,
pretty
what criminal
severe.
crimes does he have?
34 felony counts of falsifying business
That's
records in the first
civil.
degree, but
That's
no, that was a criminal
civil.
case. That was a
That's
criminal
civil.
case. That was
No,
not
it's
civil
not.
court.
See, this is how these charlatan
That was a
hoodlums are
criminal
trying to hoax
penalty.
all the good people.
Can you get
You're a
a new
liar.
microphone? Listen, I have the Mayono PD400X. You can get that off of the Mayono app or website. Use my name. You get a 10% discount. For the love of God, you got to do something about that. But no, that was a criminal infraction.
I'm poor. I try and buy nothing because I don't have money. I don't have people who send me money all day long to sit up on TikTok. And I'm actually really struggling out here like a lot of people are. This is some
Wait,
anomaly.
Sorry
we
to
advocate
hear
for you,
that.
but I'm sorry. That's not that. Wait, I'm sorry. Like any typical phone would specifically be good enough for us to hear you. It's specifically your microphone. It could be the case that you dropped it in water or something like that. That's totally fair. Like that would just be that it's harder for us to hear you. That's all it is.
Well, actually, I'm on my Beats 3, and I could turn off the Bluetooth, and it would be a really bad echo. And I've updated the app. It seems to be some permanent hardware issue in this iPad Pro, but because if you want to hear the echo just for shits and giggles, I'll give you that.
Wait, so do
I'm
you see what I
good.
mean? It's not. You're on an iPad. You're not even on your phone.
I'm on an iPad with my Beats headphones on because if I turn
So
off
he
the
has Beats
Bluetooth, the
headphones. He has an
echo's gonna be
iPad,
really
and
bad.
specifically, you're not even on your phone right now. And you're like, I don't have the ability to get a different microphone.
Well,
You literally
actually,
have your
I do
phone.
have some. No, I have some plug-in headphones here. I can try.
Okay,
I got
and
some
you
actual-
also didn't you say AirPods as well?
No, just Beats. Just Beats.
Okay.
but it'd be
Do you have
nice.
any
I'll be
like
looking for a
Apple
sound check
AirPods,
anyway.
like these ones, like that I have on right now? Like literally the one I have on right now.
Yeah, and I'm plugging them in right now.
Okay, for sure.
All right. Test.
Hello?
And I should be back. Is that
Oh
better?
my God! Literally problem solved.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah,
Literally
it's
problem
fine.
Wait.
solved. Yes.
Nope,
yeah,
never
it's
mind.
fine.
Never mind. He has an echo. Let me say thank you to a few people in the meantime. Gray, thank you so much for the $3, the dollar as well. Haida, thank you so much. I really appreciate the dollar. Thank you so much. And Michelle, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Gray Mouse again with the $3. I really appreciate it. Innumerable, thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate it. Kelsey, thank you for the dollar. Adam with the $20. Thank you so much. Jenny, thank you so much for the $6.68. John, thank you for the $2. Thank you. They said for our demonic goal is crazy.
For our demonic goal is crazy.
Echo.
Robin, thank you so much for the $10 as well. Innumerable, thank you for the $5. Let me make sure I'm caught up completely on YouTube real quick. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It'll help get out to more people. By the way, everyone, I should be on live for, I want to say, another hour and 11 minutes.
Okay.
Just letting everyone know. Just letting everyone know I should be on for 3 hours.
Has this last guy or the bottom guy said anything in the past, half hour?
Well, I'm still waiting.
Oh, thank God you're alive.
He has the ability to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? Do you have anything
you
want
can
to say?
say something now.
Yeah.
Well, what topic do you want to speak?
Why do you support Trump?
I don't know. We've gone over everything from gay sex to Hare Krishna, so really the choice is yours.
All right. So basically, I am a Christian. I'm a devoted Christian, and I'm a religious person. However, we have to go over what's religion and why do people believe in religion. That's a little bit deeper. If you want, we can speak with. We can speak about it if you want. However, about the gay sex or sex in general, if I be honest with you, sex outside of the marriage, it's wrong at the eyes of Christ or the Lord, whatever. If you are not a Christian, that's fine, I guess.
Oh, then
do you
it's
think it
fine.
should be illegal because it's immoral?
Gay sex should be illegal or just sex?
Sex before marriage. Do you think sex before marriage should be illegal?
If I be honest with you, there's two different ways to see it. One is the human way without God, and the other one it's with God. God gives us the right to choose whatever fits us better. It doesn't seem it's good for ourselves. Just to answer your question, just to answer your question, it doesn't or it shouldn't be illegal. It's your right to choose what you do with your body. It's not that doesn't mean it's right.
Can you make a secular argument as to why premarital sex is immoral?
Absolutely. Actually, I can make a couple of them. If I go to science, just science, if you
What science?
go...
Science is an umbrella
Psychology.
term. We're kind of, okay, psychology.
Yeah, psychology science or actually biology science. If you sleep with a lot of people in a short amount of time...
Wait, that's a different subject. You said premarital sex, not promiscuity.
Yeah, like so how is me engaging in intercourse with my girlfriend of 2 years wrong?
Without the spiritual way to see it, we cannot... No, it's not wrong without the God part or the Bible part.
So it's not wrong. So there is no argument you could provide for why premarital sex is wrong.
If you keep doing sex with just one woman with commitment, emotional commitment, and a physical commitment just to what that person, I don't see that why it should be wrong. No.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's prior to marriage still, so it sounds like it's not a Christian view there. But
No. I answer
You
your
said you had
question.
a secular
The wrong
argument.
is a dejected population. It's unwanted population. That's the reason.
What'd you say?
I said because that type of lifestyle leads to a population of people who are not skilled, who are not God conscious.
Can you quantify that?
You mean premarital sex?
Because if you're a religious fanatic like us, we believe that procreating should be only for producing God conscious children. So if you're
So-
producing children who
Well,
are not
if I be
God
honest with you,
conscious, you're
no.
producing demons.
If I be honest with you, no, because what the Bible says is you can enjoy sex. That's fine.
Thank
However,
you.
the thing is, if you practice sex without marriage, it's not a real commitment, actually. Or if you
If you're
could be,
monogamous, then it is.
yeah, it could be. However, if your relationship only lasts 2 months and then you go over to the next in 2 months and go over to the next in 2 months,
Right.
your
I don't think
commitment
that's
is just,
exclusive to people who are single, because people who are married quite often do that as well.
and doesn't mean it's right.
Right,
Wait,
but
but-
you're saying that marriage is somehow the divider between one's actions being immoral and not, and I'm saying that those actions are not mutually exclusive. Married people
can have-
often do cheat.
Yeah, and that's not right. I'm just talking
Okay,
about the
then
perspective.
marriage is not a symmetry breaker here. You're saying that there's an added level of morality, and
It
you
is.
can't
If you
quantify
go,
how.
if you practice the right way of marriage, then you do. What's the right way? Go to the Bible. There it is. If you want, I can tell you what's the right way.
I thought you were
Also,
making a secular argument.
yes, okay. It just without the Bible. If you practice sex with a lot of people, it could be monogamous. However, it could be like in 2 months, 6 months, or a year. Actually, promiscuity.
So,
I don't know
now
how
it's
to
just
pronounce that. I'm
multiple
sorry.
people engaging in sex with multiple people. There's nowhere in the Bible where it says exclusively just engaging in sex with multiple people is wrong.
Or marriage with multiple people.
Actually, it is wrong, and in the Bible says it's wrong.
Okay,
Actually, we have examples of in the Bible who, example, David had a lot of wives, or Solomon had a lot of wives. However, the Bible doesn't say it was right.
let me clarify.
Actually,
Like,
it says the opposite. It
Let me
was
clarify.
wrong for them to have a lot of wives.
do you believe in separation of church and state?
Church and state.
Yeah.
Well, if I be honest with you, I think humans and the spiritual mindset should be hand in hand. I'm guessing it's. However, I know in the reality, a lot of people doesn't believe in the spiritual part, and that's okay. Yeah,
Do you believe
we
in
don't have
separation
to.
of church and
But
state?
you believe your religion
Yes.
is reality.
Yes,
Wait, so if
Right,
you
then
belie-
why would you not
I don't believe.
advocate?
I actually I don't believe so. I know it's reality. Can I ask you
Okay.
something? Do you know or do you
Hold up,
believe
can I keep
Jesus
us on-
Christ was?
I'm gonna bring us back at the topic, okay? If you don't believe, if you believe in separation of church and state, there's no point for us even to discuss your religious views, honestly, at this point. So, would you like to tell us why you support Trump?
We were talking about sex with that outside of marriage, and we were talking about gay sex. That's why we discussed
Do you want me just to-
my beliefs.
Oh my god.
However, what happens? Sir? Why do I believe in Trump, or why do I support Trump?
Yeah.
And you were going to say, hey, he's a pedo, or basically he was an abuser, sexual abuser, whatever. And that's right. I'm not
What?
defending that. I'm not defending that. I don't even care about, like, sir,
You say that's right?
no. That's not right.
You said
like
that's
that-
right.
Yeah, that's right. And like, it's true. I don't mean like
What?
that is correct. He could be
But
pedo.
in
He
this
could be a sexual
situation, it was
abuser.
just another Kavanaugh. They Kavanaugh'd Trump, just to let you know. Before
Who's
you give
they?
these guys too much, you guys, the whole New York State Department.
I'm not
man.
Epstein. I didn't implicate him. I'm not Epstein's estate that put out a birthday letter with his
Yeah,
signature.
well, that's
I'm not
Look,
Ghislaine
that-
Maxwell. I'm not his victims. All of
Look,
these people did these
details
things
matter.
independent of me.
Details matter.
Look,
They do matter.
you're asking why I
bunch of
support Trump.
Kavanaughs.
I know what everything, Epstein files and everything that's going on with Trump right now. That's fine. I'm not.
No,
mean
it's
fine.
Fine.
I
That's
don't,
fine.
I don't mean it's fine. I don't mean it's fine. I mean it's. I know it. I'm conscious of what's going on
You're
there. And
conscious
I
that
didn't
there's
mean
a likelihood that he had a relationship with a known human trafficker.
yes.
No,
So
That
and
cognizant
also,
of
and
that,
and
I'm
also,
conscious.
and also, literally, it was stated specifically in an email between Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell that apparently
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was in alone at Jeffrey Epstein's place with a victim for hours.
Yes. Yes. I get it. I'm not saying that's a right thing to do. I'm saying you're right. You have the information. That's true. We I'm not going to defend him because of
You know
that.
what? I think you
Okay,
got to draw
we're
the
at the
line
same
though
page
here. I
there.
mean,
So why would you still vote for him?
Okay. The thing is, he did or does, I don't know if he still does it. I'm not going to burn my hands because of it. Basically, I'm defending Trump because of the good things that he has done. I'm not defending him because of the bad things that he did or he does. I don't know. The thing is, and the difference between Trump and Kamala, on my perspective, is Trump did bad things. That's right. You're correct. Like, you're right about that. It's true. However, he's not trying to make people get that mindset too. Like, to believe in that things he's done is right. I don't know if that makes any sense. He doesn't
no,
try
it
to
doesn't.
duplicate, okay, he doesn't try to expand his mindset to other people for the things he did wrong.
What? He literally
Okay,
he's president. He was running for president and actively telling millions of people to believe what he believes.
okay.
What are you
The
talking
thing
about?
is,
And
did
he's
he
trying to
tell
gaslight the
people,
public into thinking it's a hoax.
did he tell people that a murder or sex abuse or violation, it's right or it's wrong?
He doesn't
Actually,
have to do either of that. It
yeah,
should be
because
a given, but the fact that he's downplayed the very
mhm.
severe details going into this, including today, and calling it a hoax, kind of undermines that argument. That very clearly he's not taking this very seriously.
Yes, because he doesn't want the people
Do
focus
we
on
have
the
anybody else,
mistakes.
Parker? I don't want to talk to
Yeah,
these
yeah.
people. To be perfectly honest with you.
oh come on, man.
Shut up.
He said, "Oh, come on, man."
Honestly,
Adam, thank you so
I don't
much.
think it was going anywhere.
Yeah, I actually kind of agree with you there. Kelsey, thank you so much for the $1. I really appreciate it. Alex with the $10 as well. Thank you. Adam with the $50 for the loyal David. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Adam, with the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Kayla with the $3. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Harold, thank you for the $20 on PayPal. Thank you so much, Harold. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Someone literally told me, they said, apparently Dean kicked the guest. Circles incoming. Diabolical.
Ugh,
They definitely called it. They definitely called it.
that's painful.
They were right. All right, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We're just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, everyone. It should help get it out to more people, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
38.
Do you support Trump?
I'm 50-50.
Okay, if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who'd you rather vote for?
Neither.
Okay, well then I don't know why you send a guest request. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We're just looking for some debates.
Robert?
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet
Okay.
that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Let's go on the next
How'd
individual.
the Jubilee thing go? What was it? One guy versus 25
No.
inbreds, or what was it?
No surrounded. I actually can't tell anyone typically on the live. I can tell people that it wasn't surrounded. That's really all I can say.
Oh, okay.
But it should come out within the next month or so, and I will be reacting to them. So I recorded 2 different ones. I've been doing stuff since 7 a.m. because I had to go all the way to the Jubilee stuff, and I've been
Oh,
doing
God, me
and
too.
filming the whole day because we had stuff planned through the whole day.
Burger. I wanted
Jesus.
to be.
What should I do for my birthday? I'm kind of lost, and I got like a week.
What should you do?
What do adults do for birthdays these days?
I don't really do much for my birthdays. I kind of just like literally just like hang out with family. That's really it. Like I don't do anything
See.
specific.
Thing is,
Maybe
I don't like
go
my
live.
family. I might go live, maybe. I don't know. If you're going live, I want to join then.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Do
Yo, what's up?
something.
How old are you?
But, yeah.
22.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
I would vote for Donald Trump.
And how old are you again?
22.
And what's your birth year?
03. August.
What month? August. Okay. And why do you support Trump?
Well, both economic and social policies. I like, we can start with either. I don't like DEI, and I think that his attacking of DEI was good, such as getting affirmative action overturned. But his economic policy and his policy towards corporations, very friendly towards them, I think is really important so that we don't become a socialist country.
Can you define socialism?
What's your... Yeah.
Well, I've heard how you define it. You say that it's controlled by something like control of the means of production by the workers. I don't agree with that definition, but that's what you claim anyway.
What's your definition?
Yeah, what's your definition?
State control.
That's communism.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Right.
I think communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. I do think that state ownership of the means of production is utilized specifically within some socialist models, right? But it's a state is supposed to be a proxy of the workers. If you at least look into like their ideological leanings, specifically like they're often Leninists, right? They specifically believe that there's a dictatorship of the proletariat, which is essentially just means that the working class is in power, and they think that the state controlling the means of production, right, allows for that to happen because they think that the state is the extension of the people, right? So that's their perspective. So
I don't quite understand.
So it still is workers own the means of production, and the reason why I say that is because it takes into account even like market socialists, right? Like I used to be a market socialist, meaning I still believed in a market for distributing goods and services, but yeah, I believed in worker cooperatives and democratically run companies. So that's workers' ownership of the means of production, but it's not specifically in the context of a centrally planned system or a state-run system completely.
I don't understand when you define communism as stateless. There's no such. I mean, stateless means then there's no country.
No,
So that's a nonsense
It means
definition.
no government.
No, it just means no government that has a monopoly on violence. So there's a government that distributes things for people who are in need.
That's
but it
that's
doesn't
called
have a
anarchy if there's
monopoly
no
on violence.
government.
Yeah, so it is. It would be anarchy, yes. And wait, this is a critique that I have of communism. I'm not a communist myself.
Well, I don't think your definition of communism is communism. I think your definition of socialism is but that's neither here nor there. You want a defense of Trump, so I think that his tax breaks to corporations are really important. Do you think corporations should be taxed more or less?
I think that we should be taxing people who are wealthier and richer to a greater extent. If you want to specifically look at in terms of taxation, I think that the big beautiful bill causes $3.4 trillion to be added to the debt, over 10 million people to be cut off their access to health insurance, 2.5 million people cut off of our access to food stamps on average every single month, and over 420,000 children cut off their access to free school lunch on average every single month.
That is right. That's people, but I asked corporations.
Yeah, wait, you understand that disproportionately that gives tax cuts to corporations and large businesses.
Okay, perfect. So you
and
do
people
oppose
who are
that.
rich. I support a progressive tax structure, meaning the more that you make, the more percentage you should pay.
Okay, so Apple, which gets I don't know, hundreds of billions in revenue each year, what should their tax rate be?
Like Apple as a company, what should their tax
Yeah,
rate be?
Apple's a company. What would the tax rate be if it was up to you?
Well, I'm okay with profit taken out specifically for the largest thresholds of income, specifically to be up to 50%.
Okay, right. So You know that in any kind of economy, no corporation or company could exist at a 50% tax rate. You realize that, right?
Well, it has
I'm talking
already.
about stuff that's taken out. I'm talking about stuff that's taken out of the business in terms of like income.
Right, 50% tax on profit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
Yeah, that's been done
Yeah.
before.
On the highest levels of income.
When has
We're
that been
talking-
done?
We're talking about the highest.
1950 to 63.
Yeah, and also the highest levels of income. I'm talking about people who have millions of dollars of income. Yes, they should be paying 50%, specifically effective tax rate, right, at those levels of income. If you specifically make $100 million, I'm okay with you paying $50 million in taxes. I genuinely don't give a shit.
And then you would like to see that money redistributed, I'm assuming, right? You don't
Yeah,
just
to
want the
people who
government.
are in need. Yeah, it's not just burning it. It's for people who are in need.
Right. Is that not Marxian economics?
No, it's called literally social safety nets within a liberal economic system.
Okay. So that's where we would disagree. Trump's economic policies are far superior.
No,
If
they're
Kamala
not.
Harris had gotten in, she would have been a socialist. She would have
Okay,
done
can
what
you-
you're
She
doing.
wouldn't have been.
So no,
But
Kamala
do you
Harris is not a
realize that this has
socialist.
never worked anywhere ever?
Wait,
I just told you
what
where
we're
it's
just
worked
advocating
here.
for-
We've
what we're
had a
advocating-
52% corporate tax rate.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about now what he just said, redistributing wealth. What he'd like to do is
What? We
take
do
money
that
from
within our
wealth.
current system right now. You are advocating for tariffs, which redistribute wealth.
Well, I didn't say anything about tariffs, but
Well,
You
you
are
support
advocating
Trump,
for his
right?
economic plan.
Yeah, you say his
Tariffs are a
economic
large
plans are
part of
good.
it.
Yeah, tariffs are like one of the main
explain to me
aspects.
then, well, what is your theory then as to how that affects the consumer? I don't quite understand.
Yeah, because the American business importing the product, right, specifically has to pay a higher tax on that. They pay that to the government, and it passes it down to the consumer as an aspect of cost of production and distribution. Because it's placed specifically on the cost of production and not the profits, right, it's most likely going to be passed down to the consumer.
That hasn't shown up. Have prices gone up?
Yes.
They haven't.
We've
Yes.
seen a trend up in
I
terms
mean,
of
the prices
inflation.
of certain things, but
Wait,
eggs have gone
across
down.
the economy.
Gas
Eggs
has
that's
gone
relating
down.
to bird flu. Gas has gone up since Trump got in office. Energy
That
prices
is
are more
not true, no.
expensive since Trump got in office.
No,
Yes, they are.
gas has gone down. That
Gas
is
has gone up
completely-
since Trump got in office.
What is your source? I mean,
The
that's
Energy
just a lot.
Information Administration.
Okay, so what was it when he got in, and what is it now?
308 as of January.
And it was 316 as of the last point in which we have the data from the Energy Information Administration.
So it's gone up 8 cents despite
It's
these
it's still
tariffs.
going up. It's not down. And by the way, that's specifically just gasoline. You're not even taking into account specifically other aspects of the economy, which we've seen inflation trend up, which it's continuing to trend up, and it's going to continue to trend up. That's how tariffs work. Tariffs cause inflation. We know this. Economists indicated this. This is not something new that we didn't know. This is something very well known. It causes prices to go up for American consumers, and it disproportionately causes an increase in taxes proportional to someone's income for people who are lower and middle income. They spend a disproportionate level of their income on consumer goods compared to people who are richer because they specifically rely on that in terms of cost of living.
Okay, well, one of the other reasons was his healthcare policy, which
What
you guys-
healthcare policy?
right? That's always the Democrat response. But
That's
I'll
his
figure
response.
his policy first begins with getting rid of Obamacare. Then he can actually go from there. But
And
with
what does he want to
the
replace
Wait,
it
ACA,
what
with?
is the from there part? Because you
Yeah.
say he has
The
a policy.
ACA is
Getting
already
rid of something is
in.
not a policy.
the ACA is already in, so he has to get rid of that before he can implement
Right.
his own
What is it he
policy.
wants is the
What does
question.
he replace it with? Yeah, what does he replace it
He
with?
hasn't set forth a full plan, but we know
Okay,
it's not going
that's
to be
why
His
I
like
got
the
concepts
say-
of a
what
plan.
plan?
Not even a concept, actually.
He has been running for president for 10 years now, and for whatever reason, he cannot demonstrate what exactly he wants to propose for the American people.
You don't come up with a plan when you haven't even gotten rid of the ACA. You have
He's
to
had
first get rid of
10
the ACA.
years. An
And he-
alternative would at
yes.
least be on the table at this point.
Do you think so? You think Obamacare is effective health insurance system?
I think
think
it
that-
is in large part flawed,
Yeah, it's in large
but I think
part
it does
flawed.
do good things.
Yeah, it does good things, and it's preferable comparative to not having it in place. But
Okay, so
we do believe in a universal healthcare system, right? Not only
Yeah,
would that
explain
specifically
what you would.
Yeah, I believe any public option specifically that provides a baseline for everyone in terms of what they need. No copays, no deductibles, no premiums. I don't fucking believe in that shit. I think it's bullshit, right? If you want to go get private healthcare on top of it, go for it. That's your choice. But I want to ensure a baseline for everyone that is actually really fucking good.
Okay,
Right?
so you want a government-run hospital system?
It's not a government run, it's government funded.
Yes, government funded.
Well, what is the difference? I don't.
So it would just be the system right now, but instead of what funds it being private health insurance, it's funded by the government.
All right, government wouldn't dictate the hours, would not
You're
dictate the
aware that
doctors, would
places
not
like
dictate who
Canada
goes in or
already
who
do
goes
that,
out,
and
would not dictate
it's
procedures.
terrible healthcare. You know that, right? I mean, this
No,
is stuff that's been tried.
wait. Countries that have universal healthcare systems have actually better health outcomes and almost half as much in terms of the per capita costs.
What countries? What countries are you talking about? Because the United States is
Denmark, Sweden, Norway, France, UK, Belgium.
None of them have longer.
Have higher life expectancies.
Higher.
Yes, they do. On average, Japan, Singapore have
Well,
higher
the numbers
life
are skewed because
expectancies.
we have higher.
The numbers are
homicide
skewed
rates and
now.
stuff. But
It's
We're
actually
talking
fake
about
news.
life
That's fake
expectancies,
news.
but- and even still,
Oh,
that
that's
would
fake
speak to
news, really?
preventative measures
So
that
then we
would
don't
actually
need gun
address
control, you're right.
homicide.
No, dude,
such as-
I was claiming that you were saying fake news. That was making it
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, this socialist dream of free healthcare for all.
This isn't socialism.
Oh, so now it's not even socialism.
No,
Giving free healthcare.
this is liberalism.
I call it patriotism.
Yeah, it's literally
Okay.
patriotism. It's taking care of
Who
literally people
is
in your
paying
community.
for this? Who's
We
paying
are
for
as a society. We already are right now. It's just there's no for-profit middleman between you and your doctor.
The countries that do that have terrible healthcare.
They
People
have
come
better
to the
health care
United
for the
States
average person
for
comparative
health-
to us. We want to increase the average person's access to health care. People who are rich are still going to get good health care. We're talking about expanding access to health care for people who currently do not get it right now. 45 to 68,000 American lives lost every single year due to lack of health insurance in this country. I think that is unacceptable.
Okay, so if a person doesn't have health insurance, why is that not their fault? Why don't you believe in a
Wow,
meritocracy?
it's their fault. It's their fault for not having health
No,
insurance.
yes, it is. If they don't have a job, they're
Everyone
not
should have
working,
health
they're-
insurance. And also, by the way, not every job specifically provides health insurance. And just because specifically they do not have health insurance, that does not indicate that they should like die or they should not be able to like fucking afford their bills. Right? There are people, everyone specifically in this conversation right now would literally be bankrupt by a fucking by getting cancer and having medical bills to the degrees of hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, none of us are going to survive that.
I never said
The
pay the
idea-
hospital directly. I said get
the
a job
idea
and get
the
health
idea
insurance.
that people should be held up to literally affording that is actually unhinged. It's insane. It's ridiculous in of itself.
No, what
And
you're
by the way,
saying makes
the
sense. So
Medicare
you
for
could
all
pass
would
a
save
law
450
requiring
billion.
employers to provide health insurance. That's more reasonable. But
No,
just to,
no, but if you become unemployed, should you lose your health insurance?
yes, if you there shouldn't
Wow.
be free
Wow.
health insurance.
If you become
you
unemployed
haven't
because of a
argued why.
recession, if you become unemployed because of a recession, it seems like you're fucked. Seems like you lose your health
Right.
insurance. Seems like
Not
you
if
lose
you
your
have
medicine
money
that you
still.
need.
Not if you have money
Oh.
and you can still pay.
You just need money.
I
What
believe
if you
in
don't have the money to pay?
meritocracy.
What if you don't
If
have
a person doesn't have a job and they don't have
If you
the money
believe
to
in
pay for health insurance,
meritocracy,
they
then
don't
you
get it for
wait.
free.
If you believe
No,
in
this is a meritocracy.
Listen.
Survival
If you
of the
believe in
fittest.
meritocracy, then you will support the social democratic systems in Scandinavia that have more social mobility than what we have here. If you actually support meritocracy, that means regardless of whether or not people have the ability to pay for it themselves, they should get the opportunity. You should
The
not have restricted
Scandinavian
opportunities
law.
based upon not being able
No.
to afford it.
Scandinavia is glamorized. I don't know what country in particular you're referring to. I can tell you
We're
the
talking about
people
within
who
these
live
respects.
best in Norway, ironically, are the people in prison. That is the reality.
What?
Do you think that people have Lamborghini deal? There's not a single Lamborghini dealership in Norway. They don't have nice things. They really don't.
So a
People don't
Lamborghini
have money there.
dealership is not I would not say is a marker
They
of
don't
how
have
happy
luxury
and the
things
quality
in
of
these
life.
kinds of
Right, but a Lamborghini
socialist countries.
is
I'm
not
just
a
telling you.
marker for the quality of life in other countries. I don't know why the fuck we would have to pivot to that and say that this is the pinnacle of life. It's not.
Why would a person
Harold,
go
thank
to
you so
college,
much. I
get a
really
medical
appreciate the $20. Thank you so
They
much.
don't
Two
go
W's
for a
Harold.
Lamborghini.
Thank you so much, Harold. I really
then no
appreciate
one
the
will become a
$20. Thank you so
doctor
much.
If they're going to be forced to work for the government at a government
No, no, no,
funded
no, no, no,
hospital.
you're not
Doesn't
listening.
make
You're not
any
listening.
sense.
You're not listening. So all it's going to do is that they specifically are working at the same hospitals they're working at. It's literally just the government foots the bill. Okay? That's it. You get to choose what doctor you go to. You actually get more of a choice because currently insurance restricts where you can go.
No, you can't just make money appear trillions of dollars out of nowhere, and that's
No
No
what
one
you're
is
claiming
saying
that.
that. It comes out of taxation. You can do it through a
Right. It
payroll
goes right.
tax.
Exactly. You'd have to raise
Right,
one's
taxes
which
on
is
saying that.
everybody.
less money than you'd be paying into an insurance firm. You
Yes,
should be
exactly.
for saving.
No, the tax rates would be probably 80%. If
It
you
wouldn't be
wanted,
80% at all.
80%? Where did
Just
you
a
get? Wait,
2% payroll tax
do you
would
know how
cover it.
you said it
dude,
yourself,
this
Parker,
guy, this guy
what
thinks
hospital-
that there would be 80% tax rates. I'm sorry. The way I want to respond to this is I want to call you so fucking actually, I'm going to do it. You're fucking stupid. You are so stupid for saying that. 80% tax rate? No fucking plan around the entire world costs 80% tax rate. What type of absurd, ridiculous standpoint were you trying to create in your fucking head to get mad about some delusional circumstance that doesn't exist to get mad about so that you could try to demean our argument? That's called a straw man. That
No,
is
can I answer?
straw manning our position.
Can I answer? I'm just going on what you
I
said.
almost kicked you because that was so stupid.
You were the one
Genuinely.
that said the hospitals charge enormous amounts. No one could foot a bill, right? In the United States, the hospitals charge more than anything. So if the government's paying for that, they're paying far more than any other country would be. So that's why there would have to be
There's
enormous.
more people per capita, so there would be more money going into it.
Hey, think about it this way. The
Not
current
necessarily.
system right now
There
has
is.
cost. Wait, so the current system right now has cost of production and profit. Do you agree?
Yes, I
Okay.
mean,
The system I'm advocating for simply just has cost of production. Which is cheaper?
again, I'm not seeing it.
Wait, what's cheaper? Cost of production plus profit or just cost of production?
What are the costs of production, though?
Wait, no, answer the question. Is cost of production plus profit or cost of production more expensive?
Well, it depends if the hospital's profitable or not.
Depends. I'm kicking you because that was just so blatantly. I'm not going to kick you. I'm going to explain this to you. Okay. This is the dumbest thing you've ever said in your entire life. Okay? Genuinely. This is bad faith or stupid. You are purposefully being dense. If it is that plus another thing, that necessitates that it's more unless that is zero. Okay? Profits are not zero. So if it's cost of production plus profits, that has to be more than just cost of production alone. So that's you being dense. That's you either you being stupid or either you being disingenuous.
All right, I accept that. That's fine on that subject. But
Very good.
you're still. I mean, you haven't undermined the meritocracy point. You can't say that we shouldn't have a meritocracy. This
Wait,
kind
the
of
social democratic systems have meritocracies.
well, those countries are not very diverse.
What
and-
what
does
type
that
of
undermine the
relevance does that
arguments?
have? What type of relevance does that have?
Well, meritocracy is most relevant in that regard.
Wait, how does
'Cause I'm not
meritocracy
talking
relate to
just
diversity?
equity.
What type of relevance does that have?
Well, because part of Kamala Harris's plan, as I understand it, was to issue reparations.
No,
Based
it was
on-
not. No, stop lying. That was
Really?
never part of her plan. Yes, really.
And you oppose reparations? Really?
I don't oppose reparations. But
Oh,
don't put.
oh,
don't, hey,
oh,
wait. Don't put words in her mouth. She did not run on reparations.
I wasn't sure on her position, but you support
And also
it.
running
so
on
why are you-
reparations-
Right, but I'm
running
not
on
fucking- I'm not the
reparations-
vice president. I'm not running for president. In principle, I support it. I support it for all marginalized groups that have had a net detriment as the behest of the United States government. That's neither here nor there. Kamala Harris did not run on reparations.
Okay, but if you support it, you should be able to defend it. And
Wait,
you-
but,
But
you,
I'm
but
not
then you
running
were
for
engaging a
president.
straw man. So can you acknowledge
Neither
that you were
was Kamala
engaging?
I have a
Harris.
position.
Can-
No,
can you
oh,
acknowledge-
okay. Then
This
what
guy-
is
this
the
guy-
point?
This guy needs to be quiet real quick. Listen, dude. Genuinely try to listen to what I'm saying. You understand that actually I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I genuinely I can't do it, dude. I can't do it.
It's valid.
defend reparations. I want to hear Jaden defend reparations.
Why?
You understand that's a straw man.
What
though. You
is
were
the
using that as a
relevance? How
straw
do we
man.
even get on this?
Because every Democratic politician that would be running, like
Wait,
AOC.
I'm sorry. Listen.
AOC
That was a straw man. Why'd you randomly bring that up in the conversation? That had nothing to do with what we were bringing up and talking about.
Yes, that has to do with economics. That was part of.
Wait, what was the relevance to what were we just talking about prior to that point?
Well, I had used the word meritocracy. That's how we got to the.
So how does that relate to meritocracy?
Because that has nothing to do with meritocracy. That's just free money for people who look a certain way.
No, it's not specifically because of past actions that specifically harmed their particular community. So what are you talking about?
Every community has had offenses done to them.
Not
right, but they're not going off of looks to determine reparations. They go off of lineage.
Every lineage, you can trace it back to some sort of wrong. You know, countries.
Can you trace it back to slavery?
So what is the reparation? What is the damage? If you have enslaved ancestors, what is it? $1 million, $5 million?
I said I support it in principle. I am not a policy wonk on the subject of reparations. It's not something I think about or have proposed or have ran on, or has anyone ran on, really. In principle, I support the idea of reparations as a result of the United States.
Does support that. She's likely to be the nominee in 2028.
She does not support reparations, or at least
yes, she does. Are you kidding me?
Okay, in principle, we're talking about policy of reparations.
Dude, the fact that this guy is bringing this up as like a point that's bad about her is crazy. I'm sorry. What type of delusional framework are you operating under?
You want people paid reparations?
Because how does this have to do with meritocracy? Like literally, I already made this point. You're not even making a point relevant to meritocracy because this is something based upon situations in which people have been harmfully impacted. So this is meant to increase opportunities so that we can have more meritocracy.
No, it's DEI. It's the opposite.
So
what is DEI?
Yeah, wait, do you support DEI specifically for women getting into the workforce, particularly in the 1900s?
That is completely antithetical to meritocracy.
How is it antithetical?
You don't support DEI
if you are taking women who are less strong but putting them in positions because of their identity, that is not a meritocracy.
So wait, so you don't support DEI specifically during the 1900s to benefit women getting access to work?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, so you don't support any DEI helping people who are disabled?
I don't support any DEI. I don't know what do you mean.
By the way, so then you don't support.
What do you mean any? No, I'm asking. What do you mean?
So you don't support.
Any?
You don't support any benefits, right, for people who are specifically disabled.
Yes, I think that would be against merit to give it to people just for having a disability.
Can you demonstrate how merit has been sidestepped in the quest for DEIA initiatives?
Wait, before we go into that, I want to ask him. Wait, I have to ask him this question. Do you think that people who are disabled should just die?
No, I don't.
So do you think that we should provide for them as a society?
I think that if we provide for them uniformly, regardless of color, then yes, I think we should. But it shouldn't be.
Wait, that's DEI then. That's DEI then.
No,
wasn't your argument
diversity, equity, and inclusion? It's diversity, equity, and inclusion for those that are disabled.
Okay, so explain how it's diverse. Explain how it's inclusive. That's not. That's not what DEI is.
It's inclusive for those that are disabled. You idiot.
DEI comes.
I'm sorry. It's inclusive. It's inclusive for those who are disabled. I'm sorry. Was it that complicated for you to put that one together? It's equitable for those that are disabled. Was it that hard for you to put that together?
You said it's inclusive for them. What are they being included in?
Access to
in
things that they
decision
need.
making, in transportation, in a variety of different things. It's the reason
access
why
to things that they
street
need.
curbs have those little slopes on them.
Yes,
the origin of DEI has to do with skin color. So
no, it doesn't.
Talk about
what are the origins of DEIA?
Critical race theory.
No, that is not the origin of it. In fact, it's a response to DEIA. But what are the origins? Who invented DEIA?
Well, wait a minute. I don't know what term you're using. What's the A? I've never heard of that.
Ability.
Oh, so you just invented a totally new acronym.
I didn't invent it. It's always been there.
No, it has not been there.
Yes, it has.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, accessibility has always been there. You just didn't hear about it.
Oh, he said ability. Now you're saying accessibility. So now you're
Sorry, accessibility. My bad.
Yeah, it cut out.
I've seen it as interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean that could be used either way. I thought your mic cut out, and it just said the ability aspect at the end. But yeah, I actually haven't heard ability, but that could be used either way.
Sure.
Either way, it makes sense.
DEI is college admissions policy which allows people who have inferior scores, inferior grades, to get in over people who have superior. That's antithetical to meritocracy.
You're trying to
That's what I
think
want.
about affirmative action. Affirmative action's already been shot down by the Supreme Court. Stop fucking complaining about something that's already
Nope.
shot down by the Supreme
Look
Court.
at the numbers. The amount of black students at Harvard is exactly the same after the decision. That means they're not
What
following
decision?
they're not following the SFFA decision, Students for Fair Admissions decision. They're not. Harvard's
Okay,
not
so then
following it.
why isn't the Trump administration holding them accountable?
I believe they have. I believe that the biggest controversy, the first big controversy when Trump got in office, was his war against the Ivy League institutions. You don't remember that?
No, but his war against Ivy League, wasn't that relating to like Israel?
I doubt if it was
I'm
limited
pretty
to
sure
one
that was
thing.
relating to Israel. I don't think that was relating to affirmative action.
Okay, well, while you're on that, do you take issue with the way he handled the universities,
Yeah,
taking them
I
to
mean,
task?
Yeah,
yeah.
because they largely weren't over DEIA. In fact, had to do in many cases with people protesting over speech
Right.
that he deemed inappropriate, and unilaterally banned people, advocated for people to be fired, and stripped citizenship from people, or rather, stripped legal status from people.
Yes, so you oppose that. You oppose that Trump stripped student visas for people who made genocidal statements, really?
They didn't make
they
genocidal
didn't make genocidal
statements.
statements. They said things
The
like
people who
Macron did
had
not
their
make a
visas
genocidal
stripped.
statement.
wait. Saying free Palestine is not a genocidal statement.
Yes, it is. 100%.
No,
You're
it is
fucking
not. Oh,
stupid.
Okay,
This guy,
free
it's not.
Palestine from what?
free Palestine from Israel's occupation, from Israel's genocide, right? That is not anti-Semitic to say that, right? It is literally the facts of
Nor is it
reality.
genocidal.
This isn't genocidal. It's not genocidal for me to say that Israel's committing a genocide. It's not genocidal for me to say that Israel is an oppressive state that relies on apartheid. It's not genocidal for me to acknowledge reality that Israel is literally a Jewish ethno-supremacist state that relies on keeping the population of the country over 50% Jewish, right? Specifically in order to maintain Jewish control over particular aspects of the government. That's an ethno state. That's literally operating ethno state. It's the same as white supremacists in this country who are advocating literally for white people to be over 50% so that they can maintain specifically quote unquote white control over the country so that they don't specifically get literally quote unquote replaced, which is a ridiculous, literally made up fucking
Okay.
delusional point.
Do you feel
right?
the
That is
same
just
way?
literally meant to literally
Do you
prop
feel
up
the same
racism.
way about the 40 Islamic ethno states?
I disagree with any ethno states.
But you're only calling Israel the one that's genocidal.
Yeah, I mean,
and all.
which
Because we
nations are
just
they
talked
currently
about it. You just
occupying?
brought it up. I disagree with any ethno state.
When someone says
Wait,
free,
can you answer can you say the same thing? Do you disagree with all ethno states?
no, I don't actually. Not Israel.
Dude,
But
what?
Because Israel's not one. First of all, I mean,
Wait,
it's not
so
one.
it's
They
not an
have-
ethno state, but you support it being an ethno state? You just contradicted yourself.
I support it to the extent it's an ethno state because it's not a very good one. They are not apartheid.
Dude,
Do you know
that's
what
actually a
apartheid means?
crazy state. I'm going to kick you.
Can you?
You're a waste of
Yes.
time. Dude,
Okay.
he's literally saying he supports some ethno states. That's a crazy take. That's an unhinged take. That's something that people will
Why
never
can't
be able
people
to
ever
address.
stay on topic?
I
Weren't we
know.
talking about the economy?
Literally. All right, I have a few people to thank, everyone, and then we have to go into the next person. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It'll help get out to more people. Follow me, subscribe if you haven't already. Everyone on YouTube, how many likes are we currently at right now? I actually don't have any. I don't know in the comment section, so let me know real quick. Let me say thank you to a few people. Harold, thank you so much again with the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, there's issues with legacy admissions. That's such an issue at Harvard. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't address that. Peter, thank you for the $50. Thank you so much on Venmo. I really appreciate it, Peter. Thank you so much. Put some W's for Peter in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. W's for Peter in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. Kaylee, I really appreciate the $10. Kelsey, I really appreciate the dollar as well. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kelsey. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me say thank you to some people on YouTube, and then we're going to go on to the next person real quick. If you're on YouTube, again, hit that thumbs up. TikTok, tap that screen. We're at 1.5K. Let's try to get to 2,000 before we end it today, everyone. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. Tommy with the $5. Thank you so much. Libby with the $15. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Libby. I really appreciate it. Glampire, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Judy with the $20. I really appreciate it. Judy, thank you. W's for Judy in the comment section. Evan with the $28. Thank you so much, Evan. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Evan in the comment section as well? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's why universal healthcare is so fucking important. Ivory, thank you for the $2. Robin with the $10. Thank you. Tommy, appreciate the 5. Christine with the 5. Kimberly with the $2. Ivy, thank you for the $5. Kimberly with the $2. Glampire, thank you for the $10. I really appreciate it. Steven, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $2. Mill, thank you for the 2. Teresa, thank you so much. I really appreciate the 5. Innumerable, thank you for the 5. Channel, thank you for the 5. Robin with the $10. Rainy, thank you so much for the 2. I think I'm fully caught up. Fash, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. And SM, thank you for the 2. I think I'm fully caught up. If I didn't catch your donation, I really, really, really do apologize. Elida with the $50 on Venmo. Can we get some W's for Elida in the comment section right now as well for the $50 on Venmo? Thank you so much, Elida. I really appreciate it. Thank you. W's for Elida in the comment section right now. W's for Elida. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Always good to see you, Elida. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
Ooh.
Yes.
What's your birth year?
June 18th, 2007.
Okay, if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I don't.
Okay.
Okay, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We're just looking for some debates.
Lena.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Again, if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. TikTok, tap that screen. It helps get out to more people. I appreciate everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, okay, let's go to the next individual.
Okay.
Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you? Okay. So the next individual, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. I had someone say in the comment section, say, you're not Parker, bud. What? What?
Is he talking to me?
I'm not Parker? Hello? Hello?
Who are you? Who the fuck are you? What have you done with Parker?
Some people like, I saw that. What are you talking about? You're not actually Parker. Hello? Okay. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Fake Parker confirmed. Parker's actually AI. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
I knew it.
Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Seth.
Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request again if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen.
Where is everyone?
Apparently nowhere. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, interesting.
Ew.
Interesting. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We have about 24 minutes left on the stream, everyone. 24 minutes left on the stream. We're doing a 3-hour live for today, everyone. Because I've literally been working since 7 a.m. I'm crazy, bro. I'm crazy.
Delaney, thank you for the 15. Kaylee, thank you for the 10. Tom, thank you for the 5. And Cam, thank you for the 15 for birthday funds.
Thank you.
Shane, thank you for the $5. Thank you. And by the way, everyone, I should be live around 9 a.m. tomorrow, everyone. Just letting everyone know. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Pacific time. Pacific time. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Hey, Ron.
Oh.
What? Oh.
He said 18 as soon as I clicked on. I think he said 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Shut your ass up, fool.
How old are you?
Shut your ass up, fool.
Man,
How
that's
old are
some
you?
bullshit.
Yeah, how old are you?
Suck.
How old are you?
Shut your ass up, bitch.
Okay. So the next individual, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates.
Elada, thank you for the 50.
Yo. Based.
EP.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
21.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Why do you support Trump?
So let me just walk you through this real quick. Kind of push you a little bit if you feel me. So, look, I wake up in the morning every single day
Oh boy.
I grab my baseball bat. I hit myself in the head with it a couple times. I eat 2 teaspoons.
There we go.
So the next individual only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates.
How did I know it was going to devolve into that?
Yeah.
Where are the debates? I've been starved for debates for so long.
You know, I think that, MAGA actually might be becoming less prevalent. That could be the case. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Trump? Or they're scared, actually.
Yeah.
That could be it. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump, especially knowing what I know now.
Okay.
Knowing what just came out today.
Because, well, I'm Jewish, so I like that he's very vocal in his support of Israel.
No, he's not. He said Jewish people that don't support him are idiots and should have their heads examined.
He's very vocal in his support of Israel. And
Does
he
that not
delivered
offend
Israel
you?
a
Is that
W.
not grossly anti-Semitic language to use against Jewish constituents?
Yeah, like you
I
could
think
say
that if you
specifically that
support
he's
people that wanna kill you,
pro-Israel.
that-
Wait, you could say he's pro-Israel specifically, but that does not mean that he is supporting of people who are Jewish. He specifically, again, engaged in anti-Semitic statements like we just particularly mentioned, right? So, I mean, even though he's the quote-unquote greatest ally that Israel's ever seen, according to Netanyahu, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's, like, specifically going to be, like not anti-Semitic or something.
He said that Jewish people what?
He said
Yeah,
the
should get their
Jewish
heads
people who
examined.
don't support him should have their heads examined. He said that
I
the other night
mean,
about
yeah, why
Mamdani.
would-
Said that
why
they were
would a-
stupid for not supporting him.
Why would somebody who's Jewish support somebody who doesn't support Jews or Israel?
Do you understand that a majority of the Jewish electorate in this country do not vote Republican consistently? And to say that somehow Jewish people ought to be denied their autonomy of vote and that makes them less intelligent is a disgrace against your own people. You should realize that.
Also, like
No, I
literally,
agree. There
I'm
have
pretty
been plenty
sure
of good-
New York City has the highest population percentage, particularly of Jewish people in the nation. Yet it specifically has voted for Mamdani, right? Who's anti-Zionist, who's literally against the state of Israel. So I don't think that specifically just saying that Jewish people support Israel is really the ideology anymore. There's a lot of people who are Jewish, particularly against the actions of Israel. Push the
Well,
farts.
you
Thank
can say, okay, so there are, to Jaden's point, have been a lot of great candidates that are democratic that support Jewish people and uphold Jewish people and uphold Israel, but Kamala was just kind of wishy-washy on it. If she had been more clarified on her stance, I definitely would have considered supporting her.
She was the first in the administration to call for an immediate ceasefire and release of hostages.
Yeah.
She called for a ceasefire not for Israel, but for Palestine.
What?
No,
A
on
ceasefire
both
is for
sides.
both. What is a ceasefire?
But that, yeah, what? It's a
Yeah,
mutually
what is a
exclusive
ceasefire?
agreement.
Yeah, like a ceasefire only for one side? What?
No,
Then it wouldn't be a
it's to the
ceasefire.
benefit of Palestine, not to the benefit of Israel.
Wait, and in
What?
what way? Wait, in what way? Because that'd be great. I'd love to hear that. Let me know.
Well, I think that Hamas would have been able to stay if they just
Where
ceasefire
did she say
immediately.
that? I'm pretty sure within Biden's agreement, Hamas has to step down, don't they?
No.
Well, that's literally the agreement that was built on, at least.
Yeah, but they're not stepping down, and she doesn't support,
Wait, that's under
The
Trump.
Huh?
The current agreement, which has been breached, has happened under Trump. The multiple agreements that have been breached have happened under Trump.
Okay, breached by who? By Hamas? Yeah.
Both sides.
No, Hamas breaches them. They cross the yellow line.
Right. When? Under Trump?
Yes.
Gotcha. So it almost
And
sounds
Trump
like
says that Israel, if they do that and they continue to do that, he's backing them fully to go in.
And you think? Do you think it's justified if Israel were to annex the West Bank?
Yeah.
You're fucking unhinged. Do you think it's justified for like illegal Israeli settlers to go in the land and steal land from Palestinians?
They're not illegal though.
They are illegally there. Yes, they are. Under international law, they are illegally there, and they are trying to settle and steal people's land.
They're not. Whose land are they stealing?
Palestinians.
The colonizers?
Palestinian peoples. No.
Palestinians are not
colonizers.
What they're doing is
colonizers.
colonizing.
Wait, yeah, Israel
No, how can you colonize a land that you're indigenous
Israel,
to?
Israel is a colonial state, right? Through the context of the British Empire, right?
The British Empire never supported a free Jewish state that was Israel.
What are you saying? What are you talking about? Britain
Back in the
literally
1940s, the British supported
Wait, I'm sorry.
Arabs
What was the area specifically of Palestine granted prior? It was the British mandate, right?
the British mandate for Palestine, Eretz Israel. Yeah.
Oh, so then who granted Israel specifically the ability to get a state?
They had to fight for it.
Okay, it was specifically, obviously, through the context of the British mandate, right? And through the context
Yeah.
of... Yeah, so, like, you have to acknowledge that.
Yeah,
That was
but it
colonialization.
wasn't like the British were like, "Oh, here's this land, have it all," you know? That's not what happened there. And
What happened
either
then?
way, Jews are indigenous to Israel, so
Specifically, the people who were particularly brought never lived there, right? They literally were from specifically disproportionately Europe, and that's because people were fleeing, right, the Holocaust and situations like that. And I think that they should have been allowed to come to the context of the United States. I don't think that we should establish an ethno-state by stealing land from other people. And I also don't think that there should be a basis for you right now advocating for illegal Israeli settlers to go in and literally steal Palestinians' land. That's ridiculous.
it's literally their land, though. They are indigenous to that land.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, so then do you think that indigenous Americans in the context of the United States should be able to take your house?
Hell yeah. Have it. You're indigenous to that land, bro.
Wait, so then why don't you move out right now? Why don't you do that
I'm
right
trying.
now?
Gotta save that money.
You're moving out right now?
Gotta get that money up, bro.
So as soon as possible, you're going to move out. Where are you going to go?
Yeah. I'm making Aliyah.
Where'd you say?
I'm making Aliyah. It's return to Judea.
Okay, so you're going to go to Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to go to Israel specifically, and you think that that's going to be justified for people specifically to take your land right now. So if someone came in and stole your house right now, you'd be happy?
I mean, I'd fight back, but if they won, yeah, sure. Have it.
Wait, why would you
so
fight
then,
though?
Wait, so then you think it's
Wait.
justified? So then you think it's justified for Palestinians to fight back, correct?
I mean, they can fight back, but they're gonna lose. So.
Oh, okay. So you're just a horrible piece of shit that wants to steal their land.
No, I think that they should
No, you
stay
are
on the
actively
land, but I think they should become
you are
citizens
actively
of Israel.
stealing their land. You're actively advocating to take their land.
What if they keep their land, but their land just becomes jurisdiction of Israel? What would be
It's
the
not
issue?
their land.
The Palestinian families would stay on the land, right?
Wait, no, they're
wouldn't belong to
currently
them.
they've engaged in the Nakba, and they would continue that. They're specifically literally stealing land, and they would give the ability for them to specifically steal that land. I mean, even the Trump administration won't go so as far to say that they should be able to annex the West Bank. That's how absurd your position is. Even fucking Trump won't say this shit.
I think an agreement should be come to.
Well, I'm sorry, this is fucking absolutely...
That's vague.
Wait, would you settle in the West Bank yourself?
Probably not. I'm more of a beach girl.
Well, so would you go in Gaza and settle there?
No, probably Haifa or Tel Aviv.
Okay. So again, I think that do you support ethno-states?
I don't think that it's an ethno state. I think that the native people are where they're supposed to be, and
Wait,
there
so
are over
can you
2 million Arabs who live there.
So you don't support ethno-states, correct?
I don't think it's an ethno state.
You don't support ethno-states, correct?
I mean, if there were like laws discriminating against Arabs, that would be an issue. Yeah.
No. So do you disagree with ethno-states? Yes or no?
Yes, I guess.
Yes. Okay. So what is an ethno-state?
I think that an ethno state is a state that tries to discriminate against minority populations. Like
It's
intentionally.
not just going to be a state that discriminates against minority population. That's not what an ethno-state. So an ethno-state is specifically where a state is basically founded, and the basis of the state is to establish a particular ethnicity specifically as the basis for the identity of that country, right? And that it cannot go beneath particularly, like, for example, majority of this particular population, so that they can have control particularly over how the government operates. That's specifically what an ethno-state is. And some go for as far as to say that no particular people of any other group could be in the country, but some particularly go to the particular ideas of just that they should have a majority of this particular population in order to still maintain control over the context of the state, which is how Israel operates. It claims that it specifically wants an over 50% population, specifically of Jewish people, so that they can control particularly the state, right, and keep that under Jewish control. That's the idea. It's a Jewish ethno-supremacist state. That's the reality.
It's not an ethno-supremacist state.
Yes, it is.
There are literally Muslims in government. There are Arabs in government. There are Baha'i people in government. There are
That doesn't mean it's not an
Mizrahi,
ethno-state.
Ashkenazi,
That does not mean it's not an ethno-state.
Sephardi.
That does not mean it's not an ethno-state.
They literally, it's like it's a melting pot. It's what America thinks it is.
I'm sorry. The idea of identifying it a melting pot when we're referencing literally an ethno-state, right? Where they specifically, purposefully want to keep the population, particularly more than 50% Jewish, as a prescription. Like this, they don't even just hide this. They say this out loud, right? Then I don't know how you can say that. You're just denying reality.
They don't want more Palestinians than Israelis in the land because Palestinians want to kill Israelis.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
don't.
evidence? No, Palestinians
It's
as a whole do
literally
not. No,
in-
Palestinians as a whole do not want to kill Israelis. That's a ridiculous standpoint. So again, you just argued that they do want to maintain an ethno-state because you think that they're going to be killed otherwise. That's exactly what that's exactly what white supremacists say here in the United States about keeping the population over 50% white because they think that they're going to get murdered if that's not the case.
Okay, well, white people aren't a minority anywhere. They aren't like a minority in America. They aren't.
Wait. You said. Wait. Did you say white people
Anywhere?
aren't a minority anywhere? What?
No, I meant in America. They aren't. They are
Okay.
aren't a
As of right
historically
now.
discriminated
As of
group.
right now, but inevitably in the future it will be.
Okay, they aren't a discriminated group. Like they aren't like the Native Americans. If it was all Native American, would you say they're ethno-supremacists?
If there's a particular structure to maintain a certain ethnicity as an identity of a country, I think that specifically is going to be wrong. I don't think that there should be a prescription of you just have to have a specific ethnicity to be in a particular country. I think that's an absurd determination.
You don't have to be specifically Jewish to go to Israel and move to Israel.
No, you're not understanding. It's the idea specifically that the makeup of the country is defined by a certain ethnicity, specifically in terms of the power structures.
You mean the power structures that have like Muslims in the government? Those are ethnically Jewish people,
If
obviously?
it's just specifically, if they do not allow for anyone specifically outside of the context of that, I would disagree with that. But that would be an example specifically, right, of like a policy, right, that which that would be, if it's Muslims, it would be religious, right, not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Well, they're ethnically Arab or ethnically Lebanese.
Well, then you're
or
saying that
ethnically,
so if specifically any particular prescription of an ethno-state, I disagree with, and the fact that you can't say that is concerning to me.
Frankly, this is a little off
It's
subject, but I have to wonder how Donald Trump's priorities over Gaza, in your opinion, how are they not in any way at odds with Israel's self-determination and belief of persisting? Because calling for annexation, I think, gives rise to terror networks, gives rise to proxy groups, and ultimately, long-term speaking, would not pose a good benefit in terms of Israel's national security.
No, we tried giving them their own state, and all they do is bomb people. So,
Dude,
I'm talking about
you're
annexation.
so absurd.
It's not all they do, but would
That's a
that
ridiculous
not pose a greater long-term threat, in your opinion, of mass removal of millions of people out of the Gaza Strip?
Oh,
Wait,
I
by the
don't
way,
necessarily think they
she
should
said
be
all they do is bomb people. Have you seen Gaza?
That's not all they do. Disproportionately, Israel has bombed more Palestinians. But
Exactly. Have you seen
Yeah,
Gaza?
they-
Have you
they
seen
leveled
pictures
it.
of Gaza? Gaza's literally leveled,
It's
and you're gonna
leveled.
sit there and be like, "Oh, all they do is specifically drop bombs." You guys are literally the ones that drops bombs on them. You specifically are advocating
it's
for
almost
them
like
to
they
drop bombs on
started
them.
a war.
Zionists have dropped bombs on them.
it's almost like they started a war.
No, they didn't start anything. You guys understand that you have to acknowledge that this doesn't just start specifically on October 7th for Palestinians. This goes back
No, it
prior.
doesn't.
You have to talk about the Nakba. You have to talk about the fact that their land has been stolen. You have to talk about the fact that they've been murdered for generations upon generations upon generations, right? And the fact that you don't acknowledge that demonstrates specifically that you're not willing to accept that it begins prior to that point.
I mean, I acknowledge the fact that there were wars that you call the Nakba, but there's
No,
Arab
no, it was
terror
an
back then
ethnic.
too.
It was an ethnic
Right,
cleansing of
but
Palestinians of over 750,000 Palestinians, where they were expelled from their land.
Literal
right, and that was
Palestinians
sort of
really
the question
told
that I
them to
asked, which
leave.
is Donald Trump's pretty overt recommendation of ethnic cleansing of the Gaza Strip. How you not see that as a greater threat towards Israel's security? How that doesn't prompt more networks of terrorism acting against their interest?
I don't necessarily agree with what Trump says there. I think that they should be allowed to stay on the land. I think that anybody with ties to
Trump
Hamas
doesn't.
should be rounded up, and I think that it should be annexed by Israel and allowed to become like a province.
You're literally like insane. You're actually insane. You just advocated for the entire annexation of Palestine, specifically on behalf of Israel. You advocated for them to literally annex the West Bank. You are a fucking fascist. You are literally a fascist. You were trying to expand Israel to
Because
get
I
this
don't agree
quote-unquote...
with terrorism?
Wait, no. You just advocated to annex the West Bank. That has nothing to do with you disagreeing with terrorism. If you disagree with terrorism, then you would disagree with your own ideology that just advocated to annex the West Bank. That's terrorism. Can you define terrorism for me right now, please?
Terrorism is like political violence inflicted in order to further a political movement.
Also, like you guys annexing and stealing land of Palestinians? Like, maybe you think that is terrorism? The IDF literally engaging in terrorism?
The Palestinians, they don't. I mean,
they're not the IDF anymore. I call them the ITF, the Israeli terrorist forces. Right? They're not fucking defense forces. They're terrorist forces that literally engage in terrorizing Palestinians, mass murdering Palestinians. Really, with literally, right? You advocating for them to fucking annex the West Bank, which again has been determined by international base. Not only that Israel's committing a genocide, but specifically that also that this is particularly illegal.
No, they're not
a genocide of
committing a
Palestinians.
genocide.
Right? Not only been determined by me, but there's been an independent organization, specifically from the UN, that indicated this to be true. There's been literally a independent determination from genocide scholars, international genocide scholars, that indicates that they specifically think that it's a genocide. It meets the criteria for the UN prescription of genocide in the context of the Geneva Convention.
Okay, the UN thing, it was literally, it wasn't like the UN itself. It was a group that is
involved with the UN. It's an independent group. Yeah, it's an independent group, right? Related to the UN.
Okay. Related to the UN, but it's not the UN.
Oh,
it's not the UN though, and it's the only genocide that can be stopped by not doing terrorism.
What? Yeah,
and it's the only genocide.
Yeah, Israel engaging in terrorism.
No. It's literally Hamas, PLO, Lions Den, PFLP, all those people.
Wait, repeat.
And literally, the government of Gaza is a terrorist group.
Right, wait. You said that it could only be stopped by stopping terrorism, yet it was Israel who on multiple occasions breached the ceasefires in place. So very clearly the terrorism has stopped, at least on the behest of Hamas. I wouldn't say that it's at all been exercised equally on the side of the IDF. And I wouldn't say that they're the good guys in this equation either. I mean, we've seen the footage and photos coming out of Al Jazeera and elsewhere of decapitated babies and whatnot, elderly people being destroyed.
There are individual people in the IDF who have committed wrongdoings. Yeah, that's literally
disproportionate,
going to
though.
be
A disproportionate act of war,
and you're advocating for it.
War crimes.
And you're advocating for it, by the way. You're advocating for those war crimes. You're advocating to annex
on
and
the
humanitarian aid being blocked by the IDF as well. Is that not an act of terrorism? To explode trucks carrying truckloads of food and water?
Wait, you mean like the trucks that later video came out of literal H group members using the trucks?
I'm talking about what the IDF has done, systematically blocking ports of entry into humanitarian aid.
They have let more aid into Gaza than any war.
Wait, by the way, I just want to let you know, there's an exclusive, particularly from Reuters, where U.S. intel found that Israeli military lawyers warned there was evidence of Gaza's the war crimes in Gaza.
Okay, yeah, there have been definitely crimes committed. Nobody is denying that, but on the whole, Israel has done what it's supposed to do.
Wait, so you agree that Israel's engaged in war crimes? Do you support those war crimes?
No, literally, individual people have committed war crimes. Yeah, individuals, and they go to jail. Wait.
So I have a question. Do you support the capping of the amount of food that specifically was allowed to go into Palestine?
When was that? Sorry.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, it's actively gone on, right? I mean, I don't think that even matters the particular months it was through. Do you agree that that's wrong? Yes or no?
No.
You no?
You
How
don't.
much
So
food is going in?
83%
Enough
of
to feed
That's a
AIDS
war
every
crime.
person in
last year is
Gaza.
not
Wait, by the way,
wrong.
that's a
There's
war crime.
literally enough to feed
That's a
every
war
person in
crime.
Gaza that's going in.
No, you limiting the amount of food specifically necessary to feed the population starving in Gaza, right? Quite literally is a war crime by definition. Okay. You are not only a war crime apologist, you're a genocide apologist. You just advocated to annex the West Bank. You're literally advocating for colonizing the West Bank, okay? And
You
then
can't
trying to
colonize a land you're indigenous to.
I'm sorry. The idea specifically that Ashkenazi Jews, particularly, right, and plenty
They
of
are.
other Jewish
Literal
people
nuclear studies
are
prove this.
specifically the only individuals that are indigenous to the land is a ridiculous prescription. You thinking that Palestinians aren't indigenous to the land is particularly insane. What do you consider indigenous under your perspective?
Anybody whose nuclear DNA can be traced back to the region.
So that
But
the
most
same thing could be
Palestinians
said for
have-
Palestinians.
No, it can't, because most of theirs traces back to closer to Saudi Arabia.
Wait, by the way, if you talk about specifically there being a particular type of prescription in terms of where they were particularly located, for many Palestinians, they specifically have roots that go back specifically in the context of that land. I don't know where you're getting this idea that it was specifically just in the context of the Gulf region.
Not in Israel. Most
Wait, so then also, by the way, you think all Europeans? Wait, so you think all Europeans in the United States should go back to Europe?
I mean, sure.
Oh, so you think I should go to Europe, somewhere I've never lived?
If you want to, yeah.
No, I don't. If I don't want to, I want to stay here in California.
If you don't want to, you should probably stay.
Okay, well then.
But I think
okay, so the Palestinians, you're okay with staying?
Yeah, as long as they don't commit terrorism and live under the
Hey,
law.
they don't. Disproportionately, they don't.
Yeah, disproportionately they don't. And also, you
Disproportionately,
literally advocated for
they
annexing
literally
their
support
land, and you
terrorism.
also advocated for
No, they
committing
don't.
war crimes against them, and you also advocated for literally stealing their fucking land. Like Israeli settlers,
It's not
illegal
their
Israeli
land.
settlers
And like I
are
said,
literally
the greatest
stealing Palestinians'
recruiter-
land.
The greatest recruiter of terrorism you can do is annexation. How that wouldn't prompt proxy groups in aiding these networks is beyond me. You're advocating for exactly that.
All right, I'm gonna get off for tonight. I'm getting off for tonight.
All right, sounds good.
Are you gonna stay on?
Should I? There's a lot to talk about. What do you guys think? I don't know. I got a bit of a migraine listening to that.
Yeah.
Should I? Yes, the
That was
same.
crazy.
Yeah. All right. Give me a few. I'll go live in a bit.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna say thank you to a few people real quick. Everyone, make sure to go check out Jaden's stream. Make sure to go check out Jaden's stream. I'm gonna get off for tonight. Thank you everyone for coming through. I should be on 9 a.m. tomorrow, pretty early tomorrow. I love everyone so much. A few people to
Hey,
thank
take
real
care,
quick.
Parker.
Take care. Take care. Kayla with the $5. Thank you. Halifax, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. Carrie, thank you for the $5. Robin with the $100. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure to go support Jaden specifically. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This is all, it's literally like capped, and I actually can't even get all of it through the context of YouTube. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Robin. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Justin, thank you for the $2. Shane, I really appreciate the $5. Tommy with the $5 as well. Thank you. And Libby again with the $15. Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. I love everyone so much. I will see everyone tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone, and peace out, y'all. Go check out Jaden's stream. Jaden LeBron, spam Parker Raid, spam Love from Parker. I love y'all so much. Have a good night, everyone.